Killer fish. Killer fish from San Diego. I don't know what I am, but I taste really good. I'm a killer fish. Hello. I'll be your killer fish for the evening. Thank you.
Hello, it's me, Ariza Gaming, and the fish don't want you to see the camera today. Hope you're doing well, Uglavisk, Ayla Avo. It's not Friday, it's Wednesday. Yes, Whiskers, dance for me, Whiskers. Dance for me. Right, we're back to Oxygen Not Included. We're continuing exactly what we did, or what we started yesterday. We didn't quite finish. So, general update. We mechanized the water weeds. All the lettuce is now going to the freezers. It's being rotated around the loop. It's being frozen in the freezer with the ethanol, which we've chilled a lot more than necessary just so we can run a large amount of food through it. That seems to be working pretty well at the moment. The iron volcano is going to erupt pretty soon. We're going to see how that goes with the ethanol. We're going to keep generating more nectar with the tree. The tree is over here. Switch music, eh? Oh, look. Ah, we couldn't see the tree shed all the nectar because of the alert. Okay, that's fine. So what we'll do then is we'll turn off the music. We'll turn our music back on. Now, full disclosure, the playlist, I kind of broke the playlist by accident. So if you hear anything that's not a song, that's why. I don't know exactly what's going to come up here. But we'll see what happens. Anyways, we're getting nectar from the tree. It's actually doing fairly well. Shuffle, get out of here. Oh, yeah, this is to be expected. What? Oh, I was supposed to make this bit out of obsidian, so they can't climb in here. That's very true. Okay, do that immediately. Priority 9 this. I bet we probably already got some shovels in the base now. I'm pretty sure that's the only place they can come in. We did shovel proof this before. But yeah, the nectar's getting made. We currently have about 450 kilograms stocked up. So that is about 45 segments of pipe. I don't know exactly how long this pipe is. I think it's a little bit longer than that. So we're going to keep waiting. In the meantime, we've got a thermo aqua tuner over here. We're using this to actually cool down some polluted water. But we're heating this polluted water up with a liquid tapidizer at the moment. And the reason we're doing that is just so we can run the thermo aqua tuner. Phosphorus, or phosphorite ore, is coming in via a conveyor rail. And we need to heat up the initial batch so that it melts. The phosphorus has a much higher heat capacity than a phosphorite ore, so it will be heat multiplying. So once it's heated up, we'll just pour it down here, run it past the steam turbine, and then that will power everything. And then we'll condense the phosphorus down here with some hydrogen gas in this room. And then we'll have solid phosphorus that we can use for geotuning all of our metal volcanoes. So it's all going to come full circle. We've already built all the geotuners. We just need the materials. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to drywall this yet. We'll probably drywall this at some point. I don't think I'm going to move these, but we could move them if we need to. I can't think of anything else specific that we were going to put here. I think it'll be alright. What else do I need to do? I need them to build to connect that steam turbine. I actually need them to build the bridges slightly differently so they can actually build them. What I need to do is I need to put a bridge here and I need to put a bridge here so that it's actually going to connect. So I need to do all of these things. So please do that. You can build all of this without getting in the steam turbine room. We got some liquid naphtha here. Naphtha is not a very conductive liquid, but it's the best we got at the moment. That's a liquid within the full temperature range of this setup. And I'm fairly confident that this thermo aqua tuner, because this thermo aqua tuner will get to 325 before it overtunes or overheats. So this... No, I'm going to leave this at this level. This is fine. This definitely won't boil, and the phosphorus should start melting before this overheats, even with the low conductivity. And then once we get the liquid phosphorus down here, we're just going to actually dump hydrogen gas in via a gas vent to condense everything on. And that hydrogen gas is being cooled by the thermo aqua tuner, which is just full of polluted water. And we'll hook this up on a closed loop once we've actually initially melted everything and we've got the hydrogen in here. So that's how we're going to start this up. Now, we do actually need to build all of the things I want to put in here. I don't think there's anything else we need to do apart from this one tile. But what I do need to do is I need to shut this door. And I need to dump some liquid in here. I need to actually dump some more regular water in here. So, I think what we'll do for now is I'm just going to stick a bottle drainer in here. That's way too cold for regular water. Okay, here's an idea instead. How about I build an ice temperature plate and then we heat that up with all the phosphorus? I think it's going to have to be what we do. So, put that here. That should be priority 9 as well. I think we'll leave it on speed 1 for a bit, just because I want to watch a few different things going on. In other news, we're also actually digging up the whole asteroid. Like, straight up. Everything. I'm probably going to come in here and do this as well, but there's actually a carbon dioxide geyser in here. So I kind of want to leave that alone first. There's a few things in here. There's the fossil dig sites. I need to excavate this. I would like to excavate these as well. Can anyone actually excavate these? I think they can, like this. Can you do it when it's hanging in the air? Maybe. I guess we'll see. We are going to just get the dupes to keep digging all this stuff out, low priority. There's not a lot that we actually want to preserve. The main thing that I want to preserve is the natural gas vent, because we need that for cooking. All this liquid we can actually dump somewhere else. George is going to get scolded, because we're getting George to pick up all the gold and send it back to the other asteroid. Now, George doesn't know mechatronics. We could obviously build a mechatronics setup for this, but I don't think I will. Also, this room is filled with hydrogen. That's hilarious. Well, we're just going to let George keep hanging out there for now. I'm quite tempted to actually go and geotune all of the stuff on the other asteroid, but we'll get the sleep machine working first, and then we'll set the other asteroid up for bionic duplicates. And it's just going to be entirely bionic duplicates. This rock crusher, I should move this somewhere. I think for now I'm just going to move it here with all the other miscellaneous crap. So put a lamp here. Nothing too fancy needs to go here, because, again, I imagine I'm going to move this somewhere else eventually. But just make it closer to the actual base, please. But yeah, we desperately need more refined metals. That is an issue. Yeah, go ahead and priority 9 that. You melted the water? Okay, that's good. So we've got the water in here for now. This door will remain closed. This is going to keep running for a little while. Now, the transformer situation. At the moment, I've connected this to the general base wire. Can bionic dupes sleep for the machine? I don't know. I don't think so, because they don't sleep. They defragment. But the point is, we're doing it to de-stress the bionic duplicates when they go over to the other asteroid. We're going to colonize all of the other asteroids with bionic duplicates, A, because I think it's more convenient, and B, because we actually need to use the bionic booster pack DLC to not feel bad. Right, I do want to prioritize getting this wire plugged in. I don't think it has that much further to go. I do need to do this tile, and then we'll send it down here. There's a little bit of spaghetti going on, I'm going to be honest. I think we concluded that the wire bridges use the same amount of metal as the regular wire. So that could go over here. We do actually have enough metal for this. That's good. Okay. We'll do that for now. I'm going to yellow alert this tile just to make sure someone does this tile first. The long-term goal is the transformers are going to wrap all the way around the asteroid, or the heavy watt wire is anyways, and we're going to leave space open. I'm imagining we're going to set up some kind of geothermal power at some point, or do something with this just to clear the magma and all the space. But yeah, not sure what that is yet. I could just boil all the jungle juice. If we're literally just collecting all of the jungle juice, we could open up the magma biome and boil it once it's controlled. I know you guys are talking about boiling it earlier, so we can actually get in the natural gas room. I think if we flatten the whole asteroid and we still have all this liquid left, and we've got all the critters we want safe, then I will just open up the magma biome and we will just boil all of this and purify it. Because frankly, I think we just want to clear out the magma so that the bottom of the map is clear. We have no shortage of power. We don't need to rely on random magma for that. You're going to do this tile? Good. Okay, I'm happy with that. So you're doing that wire, priority 9. Everything else you seem to have done pretty well. This wire we don't care about. Okay, the iron volcano is now erupting. It's not geotuned yet. The steam's a little hot. I do still actually want to dump more polluted water into this, if I'm being honest. That could be a bit tricky now, because we don't actually have a feasible bridge for this. I suppose I could put a bridge in here if I wanted to dump more water in here. And if we look at the ethanol, it's warming up a little bit, but to be honest, the AquaTune is handling it for now. We've completely detached the battery. The battery is not actually controlling any of this. But why are you disabled? Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Oh, no, this is fine. Yeah, the NOT gate is set so that this is green if there's no battery plugged in here. So we could just leave this here. I could actually just, you know, do this. And then we could actually just demolish the automation stuff and get some more refined metal back. I think I will actually do that. Because we don't need this in here anymore. What else can we put in here? I could put a kiln in here. That seems like a good spot for a kiln. Why not? And if we need to plug the battery back in, we can do that. That's just going to give us a bit more building material again. Okay, this has cooled down a fair bit. That's fine. You're up to 88 degrees. You're heating all of the surrounding aluminium tiles as well. We have all these aluminium tiles here to make sure that the phosphorus is being heated evenly when it's a liquid. And also so that the phosphorus maintains its heat going down here. This is probably a little bit overkill, but I like this setup. I also need to turn this pump off. Now it's a vacuum. Who's got unreachable food? Ruby. Ruby's trapped. I'm sure Ruby can untrap themselves. I have a fair bit of confidence in the dupes, to be honest. I think that's enough disassembly stuff for now. We've got this infectious polluted oxygen vent here as well. I should set that up at some point, but that's very much a slow day sort of thing. Who's idle? Oh, right, Otto. You don't have any building material, do you? This is all just sand. Oh, there's a little bit of sedimentary rock? Okay, build a sedimentary rock ladder here. No. Be smart. Sedimentary rock ladder. Right, speed up. Something else I've realized that's quite fun. So obviously we're producing iron from the volcano. We're also making it with the metal refinery, just because we want to. We are growing water weeds. We have a large number of waterweed seeds. We can make spice. We can make brawny spice for all the dupes. Give them extra strength. I don't know whether that's worth it or not, but it's amusing, so I think we'll do it anyways. So I'm going to extend this kitchen out here. We're going to put a spice grinder in, I guess. Just play around with it. I mean, we could do freshness spice stuff as well if we really felt like it, but I don't really feel like it. I think we'll be alright on that front. I never really tried the spices. I still don't think it actually makes sense, generally. But, like, I think we're in a position where we can do it. Shine bugs? I don't want more shine bugs. We have better uses for our frames than these, so we're going to reject. But yeah, I want to dig up the whole asteroid. I want to make that a fairly big priority, just so we can stop all the gas mixing and improve performance. Because once we start actually ramping up the critter numbers, we're going to have a lot to do. We've got more, looks like we've got more reed fiber again. That's good. Are you a dupe yet? You were a dupe at the beginning, bro. You're one of the OGs. Been here for ages. You can never remember. Oh, no, I get that. Like, between multiple streams and playthroughs, etc. Like, yeah. Obviously, that makes sense. Right, let's try all this. This auto sweeper is a range of here. So, the kitchen room can be 96 tiles max. That's good. So, we need to put the spice grinder in. That could go... Oh, that's stations. No, food. Spice grinder. So, if I put it here, that's in range. Is there anything else I want to put in here? Oh, I need to put a refrigerator in here just so that the room actually activates. How irritating. You have to straight up have a refrigerator in the kitchen for the spice grinder to work. So I guess we'll put it here and just not power it, right? Actually, you know what? Maybe we could use it for intermediate foods. Like, if we set this to like a low priority, then you could do that. Unrested cold bedroom. Yeah, we'll heat that up. Hello, gentlemen. Hope you're doing well. What have you been up to today? Zari is trapped. George is also bored. Okay, no, you're not trapped. You're just bored. Right. The iron is too hot. We know this. We are going to release all of this water now. Let's watch this happen. Let's cool down the iron. I'm really hoping this isn't going to just make a load of steam. But if it does, then we'll just leave. Yeah, it's making a load of steam. Okay, we're going to send George back for now. This is fine. We'll send George back for now. He can help out with all the other stuff we've got doing. Fossil data decoded. Yeah, we'll do that eventually. You're... Oh, right. Then green signal if below 70, I would say. No. Below... Actually, send it if it's below 20. This water does not need to be that hot. In fact, what? Why is... Oh, why am I sending water that's so hot over here? That's going to break something eventually. But I'm going to ignore it for now. Right, don't repair this. Make it that gold amalgam. We don't generally need it anyways. This is enough polluted water in here now, so I'm going to cut the vent off again, and we're just going to hook this up here. Oh, right, we've been pumping it through continuously. Well, I think this is hot enough now. We can run it closed for a bit. So let's do that. Let's do this. We're still heating up. It's fine. Right. It doesn't look like we boiled everything. It looks like there's too much water in here now. Okay. Well... in that case, don't come back yet. We got... Yeah, that was too much water. We shouldn't have done that. You're gonna have to dig this tile and... Oh, you can't dig that tile. Well, I guess analyze the volcano then. Oh, you don't have the field research? I'll just come back. Just come back. There you go. I've changed my mind. This water's gonna keep pouring in here. Oh, the gold volcano is dormant? Oh, okay, that's fine. Right. Warp George out of there. Let's see. Teleport him away. Is the music at the right level? It always feels a little bit loud to me, but I think it's probably just on my end. Right, George, you need to come back immediately. You gotta go over here. Oh, I forgot as well. We have a cool steam vent down here, but this is just erupting into the environment, which I'm okay with, to be honest. I think I'm just gonna let it drip down here. Drip, drip, drip. This should definitely be allowed to flow out of here. And then just pour that in the rest of the area. Right, okay, so fossil data decoded, that's good. We removed all the water weeds from over here. So this could get decommissioned. And we want the bleach stone. Where do we want the bleach stone? We want the bleach stone here. Yeah, move all the bleach stone over here. We don't actually seem to be having any chlorine issues from the bleach stone. If we look at the gases, there's a tiny little bit up here, but I think generally it's not even forming. Because the dupes are running into liquid the whole time. I think. So this is probably a case where we can just open this up now, isn't it? Which I believe is currently the plan. It's the dupes maintaining it from inside here. Yeah, we did change that. Okay, that's good. We've still got the Paku in here with the salt water. We are going to do something with the Paku soon. Yeah, release all the water, that's fine. Yeah, you guys need to dig this. Look, we got a big waterfall now. We got a big drippy boy. That's good. Right, so we have a freeze. We have a refrigerator. I'm gonna plug this in, and we're gonna set this to we're gonna set this to edibles on priority 1. So any random food or cooking ingredients that end up in here that aren't going anywhere else, we're going to put in here. And then they should automatically get loaded into the other buildings. And then we're going to make some spice! That's right. Broady spice. This doesn't need to be a high priority, but we'll start making it. You can spice different types of food, apparently. We'll spice everything. I want to see someone use this. Obviously, we have to forbid mutants and all of this. Not that we currently have any mutants. So it looks like the color of the spice shaker changes depending on what spice you're making. Oh, right. Each spice maker only makes one at a time. How much of a buff is it? It's +3, which doesn't seem too bad. It's not good, and I wouldn't prioritize it unless we had all of these ingredients sustainably, but we do. So I think that's actually fine. I think this is fine just having this here as an intermediate thing, because we've had a lot of rotting pincher pepper nuts in here. It's better than nothing while we're waiting for food to get cooked. But ultimately the aim is that we're cooking the food fast and it's coming in, but we'll see how effective that actually is. You're overheating now. Oh, right. Rebuild this out of gold amalgam then. There you go. Right, you are now 120-ish something. Did you build the wire? Yes. So that means I can disconnect this wire and actually just remove it, to be honest. Oh wait, it's still not finished. What? It's finished to me. Oh, I got these the wrong way around. Okay, that's fine. They're consumers. Because 3 kilograms of iron seems like you get out fastest per cycle. 10,000 calories uses one. I think one batch does. Hold on, let's have a look. Ingredients per 1,000 calories. So each dupe is consuming 3 kilograms of iron per cycle. So that's 108 kilograms of iron per cycle. The iron volcano is erupting for an average overall of 304 grams per second. So it's 180 kilograms per cycle. Whoa! I suddenly remembered why we're not doing this. Holy shit. Can you imagine spending half an iron volcano on spice? Oh, that's a shame. Well, I mean, maybe once we start building it up a lot, we'll do it, but not for now. Okay, alright, fine. leave it out of there. That's so funny. Why would you do that? Like, and then the Rocketeer spice. I don't know. This feels like it could make sense. This feels like it could make sense. It's still a lot of slime, though, isn't it? Like, you've got to have a lot of puff to make this much slime, right? And then the freshness spice. This is all natural. You could get the salt, I feel. I don't know. You probably need a brine geyser. Is spice just too expensive? Did I just need to buff the amount of spice? That's the question. Either make the spice buff better, or reduce the amount of ingredients needed for it. Because this feels way too much cost. Worth it. Although, I guess... See, what you should do... Is there a way, in the consumables tab, to select, hey, I want this dupe to eat only spiced foods? Because if there was, I feel like that would actually make sense. But there isn't. Like, unless you... Oh, you can tell specific dupes to eat a specific food and then spice that food. We could do it that way. So what we could do is... Okay, actually, let's just do this. So if we look at priorities, everyone who's got like a double in operating, so Lagbots, Travaldo, Meat, probably Bert at this point, right? Ashcan. Right, so... Okay, here's what we're going to do. I want to do this just so that we're actually, like, learning something. So... Oh, God. I wish I could change the hats from here. Maybe I can change the hats from here. No. That would be nice, wouldn't it? I've got to actually remember now. So, Ashcan. Sort by name. Right, so, Ashcan, Bert, Lagbot, Meep. And Travaldo. Right, I can remember that. So, Ashcan. These guys will all get the operating hat. Oh, they don't all have operating. Okay, you guys all get the improved carrying 1 hat, because no one has that one. Improved carrying 1. So Lagbot. This is going to get confusing real quick, isn't it? I've immediately forgotten. Travaldo was one of them. And then it was... Meep. Right, Meep gets the hat. Hat-based sorting. Not sorting by operating. I just wanted to remember them by alphabetical order, because that's what shows up in this menu. Although, actually, you could sort... Well, you can't sort it by that in here. You can sort it by hat. It's interesting. Right, okay, so now we're going to set it so that only, let's say, Surf and Turf. So only Surf and Turf gets spiced, and we spice it with brawny spice. And then we go to consumables, and then if we sort this by name, again, only duplicates with... No, not that one. This one. Only duplicates with the hats can eat the Surf and Turf. It was Bert. This hasn't updated yet because the dupes haven't all been in here. I think I remember now. Lagbot. Meep. Travaldo. Right. So we're going to have 5 dupes now that eat the brawny spice stuff, and they're going to be the ones that do all the... Wait, why am I doing it for operators? It should be carrying dupes. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, hold on. Okay. Let's try this again. Sorry, this is a massive detour, I know, but I want to do this. We haven't done this before. Right, so let's try this again. So go back here. Give you guys back your original hats. So, no, I'm gonna give people the improved carrying 2 hats now. Right, so priorities. Everyone who's doing supplying errands. So let's sort by supplying. So Ari, Liam, Nicola, Quantum, Zari, Ren. Oh, it's alphabetical as well. Okay, so we sorted it by thing and then by name. Okay, so Ari, Liam, Nicola, Quantum, Zari, Ren will get the improved carrying 2 hats. So, I can't remember all of these. Improved carrying 2. And then let's look back in here again. So it's also Ren and Liam. So Ren... Oh, Ren doesn't even have it. You don't either, okay. Oh, whatever. Right. I just need to remember it then, apparently. Okay. So... Surf and Turf goes to Ren, Quantum Zari, Nicola, Liam, and Ari. Okay. Enough of that. So now only the people who have high supplying priority should get the Brawny Spice, and that should keep it to a reasonable level of consumption. Does that make sense? Or should we even set it to like the dupes with the lowest strength? I'm not going to worry about that. I just wanted to give it a try. Right, ethanol. Ethanol actually seems to be keeping up just fine. It's getting a little bit warmer, but we are still cooling it down. I think this is working out okay for now. But obviously we want to consume less power, so we do want to still swap it out for nectar, but I think this is actually running it at the moment. But that, to be fair, that's also because we built it for, in case it's geotuned. I think this is probably going to drop off if we geotune it. So we still need to swap it out. Right, you're not powered because you needed to build the transformers, that's fine. So this... Okay, right, so... This needs to get out of here. This needs to get out of here. Right, let's speed up again, because I want to get the phosphorus going. We got distracted by the spice, but... We have to try it! We just have to. It feels so funny that there's like a whole room type that we never use, despite the fact that it's related to food. But they need to buff spice, I think. What do you think? What? Oh. Oh, right. Slime meteors. I think this is probably fine. Oh, they're still germing. Wait. That's bad. Yeah, you're heating up again. Oh well, I think we'll be alright at this point. We don't actually need to run the tree forever. It's run quickly enough that I don't think I've got an issue. Wow, you're trapped with a poke shell. That's funny. You need to put a sedimentary rock ladder here. Yeah, I think this is going alright, especially because the duplicates are fertilizing these water weeds more consistently now, so I think the amount of food is going to increase. Maybe we should make it so that spice also increases the amount of calories on the food. I feel like that would be another incentive to do it. Okay, so now we just need to swap this around, so you go up here. And then This goes over here. That goes back here. And then these just go like this. And then we should be running the thermal aquatuner again. And we should be running it off of the base power. Okay, so speed up. Yeah, I'd like to get this all running. What I want to do... Where'd I put the Pepsi? Here's the Pepsi. What I want to do is I want to geotune the volcanoes. A, to test that the steam turbines work properly, which they should, in fairness. And B, I want to increase the metal throughput so we can start plugging more things in independently to the transformers. This stuff should all turn on once they've built it on the other side. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, you're just finishing it off. That's good. All the dupes have stuff to do. That's also good. Oh, I need to ladder this now as well, don't I? Yeah. We should just have all these be plastic ladders now. We have enough plastic. We can afford it. Go ahead and do this as well. I don't think we need these two to be. This one can be as well for now. So the biggest issue with the strength spice is that many of them carry errands on light anyways. Really, speed would help more. Yeah. I think they just need to rethink it. Like, do you know anyone that uses spices in their runs that has to use them? We filled this up with a lot of blue oxygen now. That's good. Right, so the thermo aquatuner should kick in now, right? Yes. Good. So you should heat up a fair bit. This polluted water is just on a closed loop at the moment. In rockets, yes, the freshness spice is fine. The freshness spice can stay. I know that one's allowed. The other ones need to be improved, frankly. Right, I don't think we need to heat up any of this water. So set green if above 2 million degrees C. And we're just going to open this up. And then this could all flow back in here. And then this pump won't work. Because we need to cool down the rest of this water. We gotta let this get way too hot. I'm going to rebuild this out of gold amalgam as well, because we can. And then the flocks could just stay up here, I suppose. What happened to the other flocks? Well, with all these shenanigans, I wouldn't be surprised if something happened to the other flocks. That's fine. Right, let's speed to it now. So, we can still cool this down for a little bit. Right, let's see what happens to this liquid. Wait, what did you disconnect? I hope you didn't disconnect anything else. No, they just got interrupted. Okay, that's fine. You're 140 now. Yeah, the metal tiles are all heating up pretty well. The temperature plates are all heating up pretty well. These have a lot of heat capacity in them. So the other reason we're doing this is to add heat capacity to the rooms so that even with all the incoming phosphorus, it's not going to cool down below the freezing point and we're not going to end up with a load of phosphorus tiles in here. Not that that should ever happen. I think what we actually want is to just make sure that the phosphorus in here is hot enough to keep melting the ore. That's why we're going to have such a high heat capacity in here. Got the water in here. The naphtha should be fine. There's polluted oxygen here. I need to tile this again. I need to get this polluted oxygen out of here. This naphtha is cooled right down as a result, which I think is fine, but, well, we'll see. Skill points. Okay. Frankie can have building. Lindsay can have supplying. You don't have enough iron. I want to see somebody eat some spiced food. Also, we could totally make table salt, couldn't we? Like, let's go up here. Like, how much salt do we have? We should have an unreasonable amount of salt on this map, right? Is there any reason for us to not salt the tables? So I need to stop pausing the game so much. We have 217 tons of salt. So yeah, I'm going to get you to just do this. So copy settings up here and then also make table salt. And salt the tables. Make those priority 9. And then, what else do we want? We want to deconstruct it down here. Because we don't want the dupes coming down here for anything anymore. And also, I can remove that kiln. And that kiln is just going to go up there. Kiln, kilns don't overheat, so we can just put this in here and that's fine. Okay, remove this. We should be close to the exciting moment. Oh, the water is too hot, too cold again. Right, this water's pretty hot now, so we're just gonna reconnect this up here. Run the hot water in. And now we'll speed up again. I think this is going really well. I think we've practically moved everything out of here. The research is still down here. The research is fine for now. We're at the point where we're not actually going to do any more text until we get into space. We don't have enough data banks. That might change if we analyze the volcanoes on the other asteroid, but that's not an immediate priority. Yeah, go ahead and make some table salt. They need all the brody spice they can get for this one. Yeah, brody spice is for strength. It's machinist spice, which is for operators. Which is the one I thought would be more useful, to be honest. But we don't have bristle blossoms or slime yet. Yeah, this is running fine just on here. I really like how the databanks work in ONI. Once you have enough research to do the basic stuff, and you have to pick and choose a few advanced techs and then go into space. I like it too. My main gripe is the data miner. You need to do a lot of orbital travel to do the data miner. Because to me, what strikes me as a data miner is it's harder than the space stuff, but you can automate it. But the thing is, you have to already have a good automated space setup to unlock the data miner, because there's too many data banks. Like, if we look at the research thing, like, each research up here takes 30 data banks. And then if we look at the data miner down here, this takes 280 data banks, which you're probably not going to have just bumming around. So you have to go into space to do it. And if you're going into space to do it, you can do that for the rest of the game. I think the real intention is that you use a data miner once you're using data banks on things other than research, which, to be fair, you could do. But is there anything that's really done better by throwing data banks in it than anything else? Like, I know there's the remote work terminals and things. Like, let's have a look at the technology again. Sorry, I'm just getting sidetracked today. So we have the remote working things, but like, how useful actually are they? I haven't seen anyone using them, and the DLC's been out for a while. Remote terminals and the auto rockets. Oh, that's true. Rocket automation. That would make sense. Okay. Okay, I can see that. So it seems like the idea is that the data miner is more useful for the automatic rockets, where you don't need a duplicate. Okay, that actually makes sense. Never mind. I just don't get that far. So I'll just shut up about that. That's fine. Oh, I know what's happening. The flux is getting too hot. Doesn't the flux die at like... Oh, it dies at like 100 degrees. No, it'll be alright then. But maybe the previous one got old and didn't lay an egg. Well, I'm not going to run the temperizer anymore, so we should get all this water out of here pretty soon. You're getting pretty close. I'm a little concerned by how quickly we're going through this liquid. Obviously, this is not very efficient per unit mass, but we have a lot stored up here. Right, I'm just going to speed through it. Fast track mod, go brr. We've got a vacuum in here again now, so the naphtha shouldn't conduct any heat. That should be fine. That's the one thing about building so much heat capacity in this room. Yes, it takes a lot to cool down the phosphorus to an unusable temperature, but it also means it takes ages to heat up. And I probably should have actually put something in here to make sure you can run the thermal aquatuner, rather than just say, oh, you can cool your base. Yeah, but what if you build your base on an area that's already cool, like in space? Then you actually do need to preheat it. Am I getting pipe blocked? Oh, you're getting pipe blocked because you're feeding in the different packets. That's fine. Yeah, look, we're storing up loads of lettuce now, and it, yeah, it looks like it's all deep frozen. Hooray! It's actually working, and we got the surf and turf. Let's have a look at the surf and turf. Look, it's seasoned. This food has been improved with spice from the spice grinder, the brawny spice. Hooray! We actually did the thing. Good. Right, speed up. Can you multi-spice? You can, but I think you would need multiple spices because each one is set to one spice. We could test that, I guess. I mean, we could definitely do freshness spice. Maybe we just make freshness spice for now. We freshness spice everything, and then the only thing is I would need to move this loader. That's fine. So what? I can just do this. This should definitely not be steel. It's not steel. Okay, that's good. So, does it matter which wire this is using? No, not really. This can go in here. That's fine. Yeah, because I guess what I should do is I should actually put the loader here. Maybe I'll have a couple of different loaders in here. And I'll just mix them all together. Let's try it. I think this is worth doing as an experiment. Now, we're probably going to run out of mealwood seeds eventually doing this. We do have a lot of mealwood seeds. But I should probably keep an eye on that. Because we made a lot of mealwood, but now it's mostly just getting eaten by Drecos. And we're going to eventually want mealwoods. So this is going to use 3.6 mealwood seeds per cycle. So we're probably not going to run this forever. But that's fine. Alright, how are you doing? You're still heating up, that's fine. Yeah, so spice everything with freshness spice. And then it will all go through and it will be maximum freshness. Do I just want to... Actually, hold on. Let's just spice the lettuce. Because we're not generally using the lettuce, right? That makes more sense. We're not generally cooking with the lettuce. Oh, let's get some coal. That's good. We do have a fair bit of coal, but we could always do it more. Right, and then make this brawny spice and make this surf and turf only. Okay. And then I'm happy for this to be either setting. Oh, this sweeper can't grab out of this chute. I don't think it's an issue. I just want them to grab the spice food out of this one. So go in here, get spiced, and then get loaded in here. No, the issue is they have to manually grab the food to get spiced for that. So this has to go here. Let's swap these around a little bit. I don't think there's any neat way of doing this. But what we've got to do... Oh, so we need to spice... We need to freshen spice the surf and turf too. If we're going to test whether we can multi-spice foods or not. So do the surf and turf as well. This is definitely not exactly the diversion I thought we were going to be doing, but it's very funny. Right, let's see. So, if I do this, and then that loader goes here. Well, I'll tell you what. So far, the roulette with the playlist has worked pretty well. Okay, deconstruct these. We got a surf and turf in the spicer by the looks of it. So this needs to be edibles. Any edible that gets over here. No. No, this needs to be the same as this. Okay. You guys are aboard now. Okay. Let's continue. Wow, you guys are actually doing this really quickly. The advantages of having many dupes. That is a very satisfying noise. Okay. And then dig all of this. I don't think there's anything here we want to preserve. Oh, you haven't done all of this. Oh, right. You need a ladder here. Okay, yeah. Do a ladder there. That's fine. Then you can reach all of this. Do a ladder here as well. And then excavate that fossil. You could also excavate the petrified fossil. We did literally just release this. We're just having this vent into the open air. I've got diamond tile. Hey! We don't have diamond on this asteroid. That's nice. We completely brute force this in the end, and I don't care in the slightest. Right, how's this looking? Ugh. You're at 224. That's fine, right? Yeah, the liquid level in here is still okay. I think we're going to get to the point where it starts to melt. And then it'll speed up a lot. Right, continue to speed this up. So you've got plenty of stuff for spicing this. You don't have plenty of stuff for spicing this. You've got the surf and turf in here. And then what we need to do is, in a while, we'll have to look at the surf and turf and see if we can find any that's been multi-spiced. The other thing I should do at some point is expand all the bedrooms, but that's going to be irritating. Ceiling collapse. Oh, right. Yeah, that's fine. I did want to drain all this salt water out of here. That's fine. This is definitely going to get someone trapped, though. Okay, I'll tell you what. Just dig all of this stuff out. The only bit I don't want to dig is this bit. The vent. Because that's slime lung, baby. I don't want to dig this bit either. Actually, this doesn't matter at all now, does it? We're just draining this into the environment. So go ahead and remove this. Does this matter, actually? It doesn't provide the liquid level, doesn't get up to this liquid lock. Which it won't for a while, considering we're dumping the entire map into it. So I think we'll be fine. What skills we got? Nicola can have electrical engineering. Max can have suits. Ray Area can have plumbing. Ellie can have supplying. Neil can have building. Okay. We got 30 dupes of exosuit training now. That's a good number. Like the water is still cooling down enough in the environment that we're not having any issues. That's true, it's hot water, but we're dumping it into liquid reservoirs, so it's evening out the temperature a fair bit. That's good. You're quite blocked now, because we've dumped too much water in here at once. That's okay. Right, you're trapped because... Oh, blimey. Yeah, that's going to take you a little while. And maybe we just let you do this, just a little bit of forced labor. Like, that's fine, right? Can we just prioritize the dig here? Get you out of here. Let's speed through it. Let's see how quickly they can dig through this little gap. Probably quite quickly. Watching an ant run around my window. Why do I have an ant in here? That's slightly concerning. I'm alright with spiders, but ants are another thing. Frankie's fallen asleep. Well, don't break anything, Frankie. He has made a mess. Oh no, Uglavisk made a mess. Uglavisk is trapped too. That's very true. Okay, so let's dig all of this out then. Uglavisk is actually trapped because this is hard digging stuff, and you... No, you must have hard digging. Like, you're a researcher. Why would I not give you hard digging? What's the situation? Yeah, Frankie has... Uglavisk has hard digging. Just for gore. I also need to stop interrupting the friggin' fire pole. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Not that that's ever going to happen. Okay, I don't want to miss the big moment where it actually melts. I think we're almost there. So, the naphtha is at 239. The melting point of phosphorus is 247. I think we're at the point where we can close loop it, maybe? Just to get it running a bit faster. Yeah, this should work now. So, any minute now, the phosphorus on the conveyor, the phosphorite on the conveyor should start melting. The phosphorite is a little bit not quite as hot. But it should be fairly soon. Now, last time we did this... Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go, it's going. Yep. There's some phosphorus. It split the naphtha by the looks of it, that's fine. Yeah. Last time we did it, it leaked out of here because it was melting in the wrong tile. But we've just copied exactly what we did from the setup where it worked. So this should be melting only in the machine now. Last time we had hot phosphorus debris forming up here, which while it was technically solid phosphorus we could use for geotuning, it was not ideal. Right, I'm going to have to dump some more liquid into this because we still need to... We need to preheat enough of it that it flows down here after boiling all the water. And that should be feasible, but the issue is... so it should be less heat now that the phosphorite is being heated up in here. It should start melting a lot more quickly. But it's still not going to be super quick. Now, the other thing I might want to do is I might want to actually feed in more phosphorus. It's mostly ending up in this bottom tile, which definitely makes sense. So the faster we feed in the phosphorite, the faster it should heat up. But I think we still need to get it to the temperature where it's melting the conveyor line consistently. Like, we need to get it to the point where this is running consistently, otherwise it's not gonna... Well, yeah, you know how it is. So, it's heating up on the rail here, above the metal tiles. This insulated tile is heating up a little bit. I don't know, is it? Can we just build it hot? In any case, it is exchanging temperature up here, Which is why we had the issue with it melting over there. It looks like it's actually melting on this tile. Oh. Yeah. We are having the issue we had before, where it's melting on the conveyor rail up here. The mass per packet is too low. Oh, yeah, this issue. Okay, this is the issue we had last time. So, because the mass per packet is so low, it's actually melting up here before it gets to the melting bit. So what we actually need to do is we need to set this up with a timer and an AND gate. We need to set this up with... So we set this up with the thermosensor and an AND gate. But I think what I actually wanted to do was set it up with a timer and an AND gate. Or maybe both. Because what we need to do... We need to send... Oh no, there was like a buffer gate, wasn't there? Yeah, we put in a buffer gate, so... Sends a green signal if limits were reached. There needs to be a buffer gate going to this signal. So that it only sends it every so often. Or a filter gate. Yeah, it was a filter gate, right. So, what I need to do, I need to adjust this slightly. This is going to be irritating. I mean, I'll keep doing this for now, because I don't mind it coming up here for a little bit. At the end of the day, it's dumping into the cold, polluted water. One could argue this is mission complete, but I'd rather keep this water cold for now. We also want the phosphorus in here so we can actually use it to preheat the rest of the phosphorus. That's the point of all of this, after all. We don't want it continuously forming debris up here, which is what it's currently doing. So, what we need... This is going to get very messy, I think. So what we could do is we could put... I want to do this in a way where we don't have to break into this room again. We could do a filter gate here. Put that there. And then cut this off. This bridges through here. So we put a bridge here. Every 4 seconds or so, this will let a packet through. I think I've got to come in here and build a segment. Which means... Okay, that's not going to work. I can move this. I can move the meter. That's fine. We can do that. And then I can just put a bridge here. But if I do that, it's going to leak heat. I think I just need to actually suck it up and do something different here. So let's put the filter gate here. This wire needs to go... I guess just go down here. And then the AND gate goes here. But I want the I want the thermosensor here. The thermosignal can go there, that's fine. And then the AND gate can go here. Then cut that off. And then this goes here. And then that goes there. That should work. That's not very neat, but I'll allow it. People continue to pee themselves. That's okay. Just dig all this out. You guys may be trapped, but you're trapped in ambo suits. I'll allow it. Doesn't mean we need to keep sweeping all this pee. But that's fine. I don't mind that we're getting a little bit of phosphorus up here for now. Does this mean you're actually loading the geotuners? You don't have enough phosphorus yet. Okay, that's fine. You didn't make any of this out of steel, did you? No. God, we really... Oh, right, I know what we need to do now. We need to put the ladders in here, don't we? That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? It's around these pre-built things that we're having the issues. So do this as well. It's just a little forced labor, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, you're not really running very much at all now. This isn't really hot enough to melt it as a result. Is it leaky heat into the tile? I don't think it is leaky heat into the tile. But obviously any phosphorus that doesn't end up in the machine is heat lost from the system, so that's why it's stalled out, because the phosphorus is appearing up here. Oh, I need to rebuild the meter, right. So the meter needs to go here. So that's the reset port. Oh, I didn't need to unbuild this then, did I? Okay. There. Right, speed up. We did get a little blob of phosphorus down here. That's interesting. I mean, that's supposed to happen eventually, but yeah. Let's take a little bit longer to do this. Yeah, you're getting here. That's fine. There's plastic right here, my dude. This should definitely be set to ceramic, right? We don't have that much clay, so yeah, make ceramic, and then refined carbon. How much do we have? I should probably put that on the list. Yeah, make another, like, 20 lots of this. So the buffer gate, the filter gate, is currently set to 5 seconds. So if we set this to... If we set this to 2.5, then that should send a 2.5 kilogram packet through every 5 seconds. Right? Yes. No. Yes, but it's coming through as slightly smaller packets occasionally. Maybe it's alright now? Let's slow it down a little bit. I think the amount we've... I think it's because it's set to 5. I think if I set it to 4, and we set it to 2, maybe that would be okay. So set this to 4. Set this to 2. That seems fine. This seems to be working now, that's good. Okay, so we got larger packets, so they should not immediately melt up there. Now you need to run this again. So the water in here is cold again now. Not running very quickly. No, this room still needs to get hotter. It needs to get hot enough to start the reaction. So how about we close it off for now? Let's get this to run continuously for a little minute. Oh, it's too full. I need to let off a packet. Okay. Yeah, now run. Now you should be hot enough that this is going to keep blowing through here. And the packets are big enough now, they shouldn't immediately heat up until they get in the conductive room. And then they start melting. Yes, this is working correctly now. It's too hot? Oh. I should put nectar in here, shouldn't I? That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Maybe what I could do is I could just make the loop a little bit longer for now. Like, this. That help? Because once it gets hot enough, it should do a lot of the work itself, and this should only need to kick in every now and then. Oh, you're tiling up already because this is too cold. You'll melt again when the time is right. That's not necessarily an issue. And then this is going to stay open and vacuum until we want to conduct the heat directly into the steam, but that's going to take a while as well. Okay, I mean, I think it is melting. I think maybe I need to speed it up a bit. How about we do 4 at once? I also really need it to melt in here and not, like, over here. I mean, eventually it will build up to the point where that's not an issue, but... Well, I guess this is fine. This all still needs to heat up gradually. Okay, let's speed through it. I'll keep running this and we'll keep heating this up. The main issue is I just need some liquid to actually get down here. Oh! I was supposed to put a liquid blob in here. I was supposed to put a liquid blob in here. Right. What's the solution to that then? Do I put something in here that's going to melt immediately? What I could do is I could corner build a snow tile. Right? But it needs to be something that's actually going to melt immediately. Oh, I fucked this up. We were supposed to put liquid on this tile like we did here. So we could just fill this room in. So this would start conducting, and it would provide some heat exchange over here. I mean, this is still melting and then condensing, so this is alright, but like, it's too cold again now. So I need a... I do this. I do the actual video where I talk about how to do the guide, and then I don't watch it while I'm doing the stream, because I don't want to do that. And then it all just goes wrong. Well, it's not going... It's not that bad, but like, it could be better. Pump in a tiny amount of gas or condense instantly. But this needs to be a vacuum down here. Because I don't want any heat being conducted down here. A tiny amount of gas that would condense immediately. So what, like, steam? I could pump in a little bit of steam. I don't know. I feel like we could build a tile out of something that's going to melt. But it would have to be like, I just build like a temperature plate. I don't want it to be polluted oxygen either. Or does it not matter? I don't know. Maybe we'll still be alright. Gaseous uranium. Oh, yeah. We'll just get some gaseous uranium. Yeah. That'll be fine. Yeah. Thanks for the good suggestion. I've got some in my back pocket. This is fine. I just need to run this on the actual polluted water going through here for a little bit. No, we're not going to open this back up. Oh no, but we need the liquid here, so it's actually going to exchange in the first place. We do totally need to do this. If it's just the gas, is that good enough? Because we want the liquid to liquid contact for the conductivity. So... deconstruct this tile. I mean, once we get the phosphorus down here, we can eject the hydrogen and then the problem's solved. But it does need to get down here, and we want to boil the friggin' water in here first. So that's going to take a while. Sweep up the polluted water over here. Keep doing that. You guys should also be... You are doing the oxygen canisters into here. That's fine. Good. What we got? Puffed eggs? Yes. I think I'm gonna release some of these guys. I'm just gonna let them out into the open. Be free, Pufts. Okay, this is going alright. We're starting to get some actual liquid melting going on. So, I think what we're going to do... Water should be fine for this. But what we need to do is we need to get it hot enough first. So I'm going to build a snow tile in here. 30 kilograms will do. So we'll build a snow tile in here. That water will spread out over here, and then we will do this. Is the water going to go too far? Oh, the water might go too far, actually. What happens if the water goes too far? Does that actually stop it from condensing here? Because we want it to condense on this exact tile, where the auto super can reach it. No, I want it to condense on this exact tile. That's what we want. Because then it's going to get pushed out here. Yeah, if it condenses on the mesh tile, it gets pushed out here. Right, we put 2 kilograms of water in here. 2 kilograms of snow. Let's just... Oh, hold on. Don't put liquefiables in here. Make this just phosphorus, please. What I could do is, if I put it on this tile, have the water in here and then let this out. Maybe I could do something like this. This is starting to actually melt now, which is good. Why does it have food poisoning? So this tile heats up when this gets above 270. That's fine. We'll keep this running for now. Once this is full of phosphorus, it'll all start pouring down here. But we're still heating up all this water as well, remember. This water is very hot. This has a lot of heat capacity. We're going to be doing this for a while. It's fine. We're going to have a large amount of initial phosphorus in here. Why's Quantum Zari stressed? You'll be fine, my dude. It's a shame I can't build, like, a... If I could dump a little bottle of naphtha in here, that would work. Maybe if I just build, like, a little liquid vent in here. Can I actually... I can't actually do that, can I? I mean, let's see if someone does that. But if someone could do that... Well, there's polluted water in here at the moment, so that won't really work. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe it'll be fine with just the hydrogen. I'm gonna set this to all again. We're gonna rebuild that tile. And I'm gonna not worry for now. We may not actually need the liquid in here. There is a lot of conductive stuff in here. Let's see if we can do it without the liquid tile. Okay, let's see. Skills. Let's keep doing skills. Tidying. 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 Everyone wants tidying eventually, right? Here you go. Yeah, we'll end up with a large amount of debris down here until this fills up. I think I can keep increasing this now. I'm going to increase it to 20. So, this is very hot now, and there's a lot of it. So this should add a lot of heat very quickly. Because most of the heat is coming from the phosphorus itself, not from the not from the actual thermo aquatuner. So we could do this, the temperature could decrease a little bit, but this should make a lot more mass a lot more quickly. Yeah, we're getting the desired effect. You can sweep up all this polluted water here, by the way. Oh, you're picking up the debris. Oh, wait. I don't want this. Put a door here and then we can restrict access. No! Stop nicking it. I mean, to be fair, right? You can nick it now, technically. It's allowed. But, like, I would prefer for it to actually... I prefer to actually get this running first. I mean, if it works, it works. But, like... Please refrain. Be patient, my fellow dupes. Gonna build this door. I think this will work. We'll leave this tile undone for now. But, like, we'll wait a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I guess if it's solid, it's by definition cool enough to go in the Geotuner. So we can at least start getting the metal out. In that case, okay, let's tell people not to go in there anymore. What I should do while we're waiting for this is I should actually look up the video, the Metal Volcano video, and I should reconfigure the thermosensors for the steam to the ideal temperature for the actual thing, for the Geotune volcanoes. So let's see. The iron volcano, if we have a look at this. So the iron volcano is 529 grams per second. So yeah, we want to, and that is going to be geotuned. So it's going to be 1 kilogram per second when geotuned. So we want to make this 175 degrees C ish. Actually, let's set it to 180. Set it to 180. And then the aluminium volcano. Let me post the link in the description as well. Hold on. Here is the video that we're using as a guide for this. We did it quite recently. So the aluminium volcano is 1.1 kilograms per second. So what I'll do is I'll set this one to 180 as well when that's geotuned. Okay. It's starting to flow over here now because it's actually all melting now. That's good. So when it actually flows through here, it forms a vacuum for this bit over here, which will prevent this from conducting into the steam. But when this gets too hot, what we want to do is we want to make sure that it conducts into the steam to bleed off the excess heat. And this is really going to kick into high gear once it all starts flowing out of this bit. You do need to fill it with like a tiny little bit of liquid first. We have 83 tons of phosphorite on the map. So we can definitely make a lot of excess phosphorus just to get it going reliably. And we can export this from here to the other asteroid and just set up the geotuners on the other asteroid immediately. We don't need to set up an extra phosphorus refiner on the other planet. One refiner will do for all of your planets. You don't need that much refined phosphorus at all. Okay, so this should actually start flowing over now. Yeah, the naphtha's pushed over here. This naphtha is necessary to get some conduction going here. You could probably use a conduction panel of some kind up here, but that seems a bit more messy to me. Right, the phosphorus is flowing into here now. The water is heating up pretty rapidly. Interesting that the meter isn't quite sending out the right packets. Actually, I think it is. It might be sending out smaller packets if it's getting interrupted. I don't think it is at the moment. It should all be building up in here pretty quickly. And then the steam is going to explode and it's going to go up here. And we can pump out the liquid phosphorus if we want. Out the other way. Okay, so the water's been pushed up. Is that good? The phosphorus should keep flowing. Right? Is the phosphorus pushing past it, or is it just building up? I think it's just building up. That's probably fine. I think you need to actually heat up a little bit more. If I open this, it could let a little bit down here, but I want to make sure that we don't open it up until we've got the steam in here. That should happen fairly soon. We need to run a little bit more to give us a little bit more extra heat. Just to jumpstart this. But you can see how much faster this is now that this is actually melted and we're doing a lot of preheating. Like, now when we're going up here, the ore's coming in at a slightly hotter temperature, so that's reducing the amount of heat needed up here. That was a random sneeze. Right, the phosphorus is up to about 80 degrees now. That's good. How is the digging going? Pretty good. We've done a lot of digging. Right, are you actually going to excavate this? You are eventually. Oh, you need a ladder here. There. Oh, look! A coal tile. I think we probably do actually put in some more ladders over here. That's fine. Oh look, that's actually at the right level. What a coincidence. There's some Drecos over here. I don't overly care about that. That's fine. Keep doing this. We've really succeeded at clearing out the asteroid. I like it. This slime is annoying. We'll cook this. I think. Right, speed up. I just wanted to make sure the dupes had enough stuff to do while we're waiting for this to heat up. I could also... So this is hot enough now, right? I could also set this to just 1 second. Just to feed in a load of phosphorite very quickly. And then that should be enough heat to sort it out.
There we go.
Carrie, actually, welcome, welcome. We got the phosphorite refiner working. We're just filling it up with phosphorite. We managed to get it hot enough to melt into liquid phosphorus. The heat is enough that it's... we can preheat it and get most of the heat energy that way. Like you can see, it's coming in here and getting hot enough. We were running it with very small packets, and they were actually condensing. They were actually boiling over here on the rail here. So we're setting in some larger packets just to get it started. We're just about to boil all of this water, so we can start running the steam turbine to help actively cool the rest of it. Let me give you a shout out as usual. What have you been up to today? How have you been? I like your raid emote. That's very cute. I don't have a raid emote. We just have Whiskers Pat. Or prehistoric planet. Nice, nice. Oh, we're so close. We just need to make sure this doesn't get below 247. We're melting a lot of phosphorus up here now. Ooh, we decoded the fossil. We've been doing that as well because there's a lot of... We've been digging up the map and we've released most of the fossils. There is just the fossil over here now with the slime lung on it. We don't have any diamond because there's no oil biome on this map. We did actually just mine up a small amount of diamond from a fossil itself. So the game does bless you with enough just to get started with. But, yeah. I'm not in a huge rush to do that. We're not going to run out of fossil anytime soon. We dug up a very large amount. We have 855 kilograms of lime. I think we'll be fine. Oh, you're getting so close. This is really filling up with phosphorus now. These tiles are getting very hot too. Perhaps we put slightly too much water in here. We just made an ice temp shift plate for the steam turbine. That was probably too much water, in all honesty, but it should be fine. It's going to start boiling any second. Oh, yep, there we go, there we go, there we go. We got steam. And once all this water boils, we can just open this up. And then this can start dripping in here, and then we can release the hydrogen, which is going to be very fraught. And I definitely need to reset this to a lower flow rate again when we do that. So let's set this back to 4 seconds on 2 kilograms. So 0.5 kilograms per second is what I'm going for at the moment. I don't really want to run that much more in here. Okay, so we've got steam in here. So let's open this door very quickly. Let a little bit out. And then push it back up. And now the liquid's coming. So now I'm going to release the hydrogen. And I probably should have saved before this. It is very dramatic, frankly. So let's look at the gas overlay just to check this is going to be fine. Yeah. So it's condensing in here to start with on the tiles, but we still need a bit of hydrogen in here. It's coming over from the pipe. But yeah, it's cooling down in here. The gas is being inserted. This should now be safe. I like to put a liquid blob here for a little bit of extra thermal conductivity. I think we might be alright. If this starts melting into liquid or forming a tile, then we're in trouble. But you can see the debris is condensing at a rate of about 4 kilograms per second at the moment. Actually, it's a bit more than 4 kilograms per second. But yeah, look, we're getting a lot of it out now. So this is all working. This is going to heat up the steam turbine temperature pretty soon. And yeah, we're done. Feels good, man. We now have refined phosphorus for geotuning. We can reliably geotune all of these. We also hooked up some conveyor receptacles just here. So the iron's coming out. The geotuners should be fully operational very shortly. And these can start getting geotuned. We tweaked the thermosensor settings for the steam as well. I definitely need to insert more steam into this room now. That's the next thing we need to do. So I think what we'll do, now the hydrogen is in the room, we can definitely make this closed loop again. I need to release a little bit of liquid. So do this. Yeah, this can run on a closed loop now. We want this room to be separated with below 40 degrees C, so... yeah, we want to make sure this room... what do we want to set this to? I don't think we actually need this to be -6, but I'm going to keep it at -6, just for a little minute. Actually, let's set it to like 30. We don't need to run this now. And I can open this door again, I think. Although... oh, right, that's right. We need to keep the door open, so... set it back to -6. I've got to open the door very gradually because we built up a lot of excess phosphorus in here. And I need to make sure that we're not... I need to make sure that we don't release too much at once so that it doesn't form a tile here. If it forms a tile here, we're very much in trouble. But it should be fine. And once we've drained all the excess off, then we should definitely be fine as well. And we're not sending that much in now, but you can see now that we're sending it in and it's already preheated a lot. So that should be absolutely fine. And then there's no gas here, so this naphtha isn't exchanging heat with anything too much. It's not very conductive with the steam. This should all be good. How much of this could I release at once? Again, I should probably save it before doing something like this. Because if we pour in too much at once, we're definitely going to have an issue. Yeah, see, now it's formed a liquid. So that's a sign that we poured in too much, because it's not actually forming the debris. But so long as the liquid mass doesn't exceed, like, 100 kilograms or 160 kilograms, I think. Anyone remember the tiling threshold for phosphorus? Then it should actually behave, and we should just be able to get it all out. So... yeah, the room is slightly too hot now. That's why I like having the liquid here. It conducts heat a little bit quicker into the tiles. Because liquid gas is not very conductive. Liquid is very conductive. This is hot enough I could melt some stuff in here now. I could do that now. The main thing is I don't want to condense it here. That's the issue. If the liquid flows all the way over here, then we'd have an issue with it. I could really do with some mercury. If we had mercury in here, we could just make a mercury tile and we could be done with it. Because the mercury would go this far, I think. But we don't have any mercury. I think this will be okay. But this is filling up faster than we're draining it. We're trying. Right. I think we just need to speed through it for a little bit. Is there a way to get mercury? We could get it from the Gassy Moo asteroid. It'll be there. And the game may just offer it to us at some point. Time for some space mining. Probably not just for this. I think this will work fine enough without it. But I've just got to be a little bit careful for this initial bit. Again, the liquid in here is not necessarily the worst thing in the world. I just need to make sure it doesn't form a tile. If it forms a tile, then we're in trouble. Okay, this seems to be working pretty well for now. If it gets up to like 100 kilograms per tile, then we're in trouble. Okay, now I think we're at the point where it's trouble. I probably should have held back on that. Now the thermal aquatuner is running full time. Also, this should have been running the whole time down here. Well, let's just see what happens. We've stopped pouring it in, so it should eventually condense, right? Let's give it some time. We drained most of it off, actually, in that movement, so that's good. Yeah, now the level is lowering. Again. The conveyor rail is blocked. Oh, right. Yeah, fair enough. Do I just want to have a chute for the rest of it? Like, if this is full, we just have a chute for the rest of it? Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. I'll put it after the things. I can't put one over here. But that's fine. If I just took it up like... Yeah. If I just took it up like this... Will that be alright? Let's see. Anyways, the volcano is now fully geotuned, and this room is way too hot. So we're very quickly going to encounter a new sort of problem. Right, I'm going to open this up now. I think we're done. Yeah, there's not too much liquid left in here. This will form a liquid constantly, so the steam should be contained to this room. That should be absolutely fine. This needs to stop running. Which it will, because this is getting to 270. And once this... Okay, we filled this with hydrogen now. That's good. Rail with greens on both ends. Oh, right, yeah. This won't work with the bridge. True. So what I need to do then is... cancel that. I need to put a bridge here, then. But then what that's going to do is it's just going to lead it down there. Ah, come on. Do this. And then I think what I do is... I think I just 50-50 it around here. It's not very neat, but it should work. Okay, let's do that. Right, so now the next thing I need to do is I need to dump more liquid in these metal volcanoes urgently. So... Ooh, you're a good dude. Ooh, an arbor acorn. Is that something we need? I don't know. We have them on the other asteroid. Interesting nonetheless. Let's wrangle the slug. Keep adding slugs to this area. So, yeah, we need to dump more liquid in here. So, it's hot enough, I think I could just put in some polluted ice temperature plates. That should be fine, right? So... Utilities, temperature plate, polluted ice. How much do I want in here? I could put regular ice in here. Why don't I just put regular ice in here? Here. here. That should definitely be enough water, right? No. I'll put some here as well. That should definitely be enough water. Because we've got the liquid metal here, we can overpressurize this room with loads of water. This was plan A. We were just going to fill this room with loads of ice once it was hot enough. Game, don't do this to me. Don't show me loads of rock gas here. Right, the aluminium volcano needs looking at as well. There is more water in here, but there's also more other stuff in here. So let's actually just put a load of ice temperature plates in here as well. Just a few. But maybe don't put them on the liquid metal. Maybe put them elsewhere. What's the pressure limit on the volcano? It's low. It's 150 kilograms, but we're tricking the liquid vent with the liquid metal, so it won't actually matter at all. You know what? Leave that one as well. But yeah, we did think about this. You can have an arbitrary amount of water here. Oh, the uranium is melting now? Or the uranium is freezing? That's something to consider. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Don't do that one. This should melt again in a minute, right? Maybe we've been overly enthusiastic about this. Well, it's going to keep heating up, but like... at what cost? How's it going? Right. Yeah, that's gonna tile up. That's all gonna tile up. Okay. We may have broke some things. Perhaps slightly too much ice. The volcano doesn't erupt on the vent? No. But we've got the two liquids here. We had the naphtha and we had the uranium. Oh, I see what the problem is now. Just leave the ice in here. We need the uranium to remelt so that the iron actually comes out. I mean, the steam pressure is still low enough that it's probably not a huge issue. Oh god, I need to tile this. Tile this. Push the steam back out. And then let's have a look at the volcano over here. So I need to make sure that we don't... You know what, just put the ice in there. You know what, literally just put the ice in here. Don't even do the temperature plates. I've learned my lesson. Oh, it's all melting now anyways. Okay, we're gonna have to pay attention to that. We may have broken some things. That's fine. The hubris of man. Right. Let's speed up now and watch the metals work. Okay, the phosphorus refiner is now working just fine. We got the steam turbine working in here as well. This is just fine. The phosphorus is being preheated to steam turbine temperature and then being dumped in here. And it's still exchanging a fair amount of heat up here. Looks like we're actually getting some condensing over here as well. Why is that? It's because it's still coming out in the little packets. Occasionally. It's coming out with some random empty packets. Why? That's a problem. Maybe I just set it to... Maybe if I just set it to 20 kilograms every 40 seconds, then that will behave better. Because we definitely want to make sure it gets up the temperature, but not in these tiles. I don't mind if a little bit of it is being dumped up here, but if all of it is being dumped up here, that's a big problem. Overheating the door. Okay, I don't care about that. Right, we need to run the volcanoes. The water is actually condensing now. Okay. Fun. We broke some things. We messed around and found out. That's fine. We'll just let the volcanoes erupt and then we'll go from there. How much hydrogen is in here now? Enough. That's fine. So now what should be happening is we're sending through the phosphorus that's melting in the loop. That's good. That's what should be happening. It looks like it's getting sent in 2 small packets at a time, but that's acceptable. You're overheating now because you're too hot, because you're full of hot iron. Right, so I need to temporarily dump the materials out of here. While there's no steam in here. Okay. We done goofed. Suppress notification on this as well. This is actually too much water. This is a catastrophe. I've screwed up. Right, so... suppress current on that. If this doesn't actually erupt, then we're in trouble. If it erupts once, we're fine. Also, shouldn't this water boil with all the hot iron on it? One would hope, right? Yes, I shouldn't have built all of those temperature plates at once. It turns out water has a lot of heat capacity, and this room didn't have a lot of water in it. Come on, just boil once for daddy. Boil for me. Oh, okay, there we go. We're getting the iron out. Okay, this should be fine. This should work out, I think. Through hook or by crook. Okay, the issue is the naphtha is all pushed out somewhere. We haven't got a load of sour gas in here. That's fine. Right, let's reload the refined metal in here then. And the steam turbines won't kick in until it gets above the temperature again. This should stop condensing. Oh no! Don't load the friggin' depleted uranium in here. Oh god! And now it's just auto-saved. Why is the conveyor rail blocked? It melted. The conveyor rail melted up here. Right, so dump this all out again into the environment. Right, that's boiled. So we've got steam in here now, which means we can open this up. Which means we can come in here and fix everything. Let's put a steel rail in here. Right, let's just put a steel rail here. We have lots of steel. The only issue is this is going to start heating up now, so I need you to do this pretty quickly. I think I just tell you to build the heavy wire here again. It should just drop down immediately, though, so that should be okay. How are we wiggling? We broke the iron volcano tamer because we dumped a load of ice temperature plates in here. In contrast, we have just dumped actual ice in here. And this hasn't quite behaved. I think I need to push the naphtha back up. But this seems to be doing better. I think I need to seal this off and get a bit more heat in here again. Okay. Right, do that. Build more uranium tiles in here. This water is starting to condense again. Is the naphtha uranium really necessary? It is, because what we're doing. So, the video, you've seen the video, probably. Here it is. We used the double liquids so that we could fill the room with a very large amount of steam. Because then the liquids trick the vent and the volcano into erupting. And then because we have a large amount of steam in here as a big heat sink, it means we can ensure that the temperature of the room stays constant, so we can capture all of the power with the steam turbines. That's the plan anyways. But we just broke the liquids, so we're going to have to resuspend them. I don't really feel like reloading it. The dupes are digging out the map in the meantime. Our phosphorus machine is working, so we know that these are all going to get Geotune now. Looks like the rest of the phosphorus is getting dumped on the floor, which is what we did once. The receptacle's getting filled up, and then the rest is getting dumped on the floor. So we are getting the phosphorus out of here. This should work forever now. So we just need to fix this again. So speed it up. Guessing you can't just slap a couple of turbines on a Geotune volcano like you can on an un-Geotune one? You can. You just need to have enough of them. So in the video, basically what we've done. I mean, first of all, we're cooling this with ethanol, which is not a great idea, but it's what we're doing anyways. Because we're using this for our freezer loop. But, what we're doing is we're using an aquatuner to cool the steam turbines. And you can technically plug it directly into itself, and it provides enough power to run. And it's more efficient when it's geotuned. Because it's more material and it's hotter. But, yeah, it definitely generates enough power to run and cool itself properly. But the amount of turbines you need, because we're trying to max out the turbines. So we've done 2 for the iron volcano, and that's built around it being geotuned. And we've done 3 for the aluminium volcano. The aluminium volcano should still be alright, but well, I need to dump the water in more carefully than this. There's some heat being left out here, but that's a lot of heat. What should we do in the meantime? Should we primo garb people? Do we have any primo garb? We have a large amount of reed fiber again. So we're making... Oh god, what are we making again? I've forgotten what the primo garb even is these days. It was the purple polyester suits. Right, so... we can make 11 of these. So please make 11 of those. You're going to erupt in 0.7 cycles. So we're going to speed through it a lot today, because we just need to make sure this stuff is still working. And in the meantime, I'm getting the dupes to dig out the asteroids, so this is not a waste of their time. So let's keep queuing this up. Because I really do just want this all to keep dumping. And there's nothing here we really need to conserve, because to be honest, it's mostly just Drecos and poke shells. I'm not really worried about everything else. And now we have the freezer, we're storing up a load of food, so that's good too. This door doesn't need to run. Could we just have a load of steam burst out of here? I feel like the answer is yes, because this is all overheating. That's not very productive. Oh! I don't really want to reload this, but like, if the water is bursting out of here, that's a huge issue. Because the whole point was we were trying to heat this up. Right, rebuild this. Don't worry about this. Our mistake was definitely just putting a load of ice temperature plates in here. I thought we had more heat capacity in the room, and we did. We just shoved way too much in there. And broke everything. And with the aluminium volcano, we just dumped in the ice, and that behaved a bit better. Slightly too much steam in here, though. I feel like this isn't actually going to erupt. So remove this. I think what I need to do is I actually need to put... I think I need to dump the naphtha up here again. I mean, this is definitely looking better. The issue is, yeah, this needs to actually get up to steam turbine temperature to run again, but that's fine. Oh. I thought that was naphtha. I thought that was naphtha there. Well, okay, look. This naphtha, we relocated here. Oh my god, just do it. Just do the errand. At least there's not too much uranium here now. Wait. Empty this. But the liquid uranium needs to be emptied. And then we need to empty the... We need to empty the other stuff on top. The naphtha on top. We just need to dump the water in more methodically than this. We still have the naphtha over here. Let's relocate it. I think I can just empty this naphtha here now. I think there's enough metal here now. Once we've emptied this one, that this should be fine. Yeah. But we need the naphtha to be directly over the volcano. Right, and there'll be a little bit of naphtha here as well, which we can sweep up. So sweep that up. I'm sure there's all sorts of shenanigans going on with this volcano in the meantime. It's about to erupt. So I should probably watch this happen. Oh, you're liquid phosphorus now? That's hilarious. Thank you, game. Yeah, we got... I mean, there's water in here, but the steam pressure is less than it was a day ago. Boo hiss. Yeah, I guess now we just end up troubleshooting this all day. Right, we should get the uranium melting again, definitely. This. I really hope we're not boiling any sour gas. We've got oxygen here now. Why do we have oxygen in here? Ow! So that means I need to build tiles here so I can remove these tiles. Okay, that's fine. Okay, this is looking better again. We can leave this insulated and dig them out from the corners, so that's fine. You guys are unreachable because you need to build a ladder here, right? Oh, hold on. Just build a ladder. Just build a ladder here. Rescue these nerds. Wait, let's have a look at the aluminium volcano now. So this is going to erupt in 93 seconds. The naphtha is here. We need a little bit more naphtha than this. I think I need to make another bottle of naphtha. We do actually have some over here, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's take this bottle. Relocate this here. There's also a bottle here, so relocate this here. I think this one will be fine. I don't think we have to mess with this one too much more. But I do have to put some more naphtha over here as well, so sweep this up. Yeah, sweep up all that naphtha. Yeah, you're fine. Sorry, lots of yellow alerts now, I know. We'll get it sorted. We'll get it sorted. The volcanoes are behaving again. This should be fine. So, empty this. Speed up again, just a little bit. Not feel overly fast with speed 3, I must say. Right, volcanoes erupting again, that's good. We should have more heat. Yeah. The aluminium's coming out. The wolframite is getting very hot. Okay, there we go, that's good. So the naphtha is over here now, that's what we wanted. So relocate some naphtha over here as well. We basically want the naphtha to be everywhere except on the liquid vent, but this is probably actually good enough. This is behaving now, and the steam pressure is above 180 kilograms per tile. So this is fairly straightforward, because what we could do is we could just dump the polluted water from this pipe in here. If we just 50-50 it for now, that should add a bit more heat. We could just do that until... We could just do that until this pipe's drained. Oh. Sand? Okay. Yeah, that one's on me. It's hot enough to boil the dirt in here. So, I guess that was expected. Well, don't open the naphtha yet, for goodness sake. Maybe we can't just boil polluted water in here. Okay. I guess it's just gonna keep happening, isn't it? Maybe not at the moment. It's alright at the moment. Alright, I think we finished dumping in all that polluted water, so now I need to stop doing that. In fact, I actually probably need to pump some more polluted water in here. Where's the polluted water at? There's some here. So this was the ethanol pipe. I could disconnect this temporarily. Excuse me. So that was coming from the teleporter. This could go back in here. You don't need to do this. So that should allow polluted water to flow back in here if I do it like this. Yes. And we want to do that because we have a large stockpile of polluted water to dump. So that's fine. We'll let you erupt again in 0.7 cycles. Right, you are now behaving, so open up, empty this. The more steam we get in here, the better. Because the more consistent the temperature's going to be, and the more power we can extract. While we're doing this one, we could work on the wires to get this independent. So, I think, because this is the aluminium volcano, I think what we're actually going to do is we're going to eventually tune all 3 of these. We're going to open this room up, and we're going to have 3 sets of transformers here. So let's just do this now. So, what'll be yellow alert? Oh, the naphtha. Okay, that's fine. So power transformers. So these are going to be for producers. So they're going to go like this. 1, 2... I could do 1, 2, 3, 4 here. No, I'll just do a pair here. That would be neater. So what we'll do is we will change the heavy watt conductive wire. I'm happy to make this all out of aluminium. Oh, we need to bring this all down here. That's a lot of refined metal. Good thing we're geotuning these volcanoes now. Well, we need to do this at some point. We might as well get the steam turbines on here, right? Yeah, just do all of that then. All the aluminium is over here, so you should be fine with that. Right, this volcano is now okay. The main thing is we're going to be dumping polluted water in. So I should pay a little bit of attention to that. Fried mushrooms, that's fine. We'll print some fried mushrooms. I think we can just remove all these buildings here now. I think we are actually at the point where everything is gone except for the research. Good. And I'm going to need another consumer transformer for the thermal aqua tuner. So that's going to go here. That's going to get flipped over. So this is going to come... I can make some of this out of iron. This is fine. And then that can come here. That can... Why did I stick this big-ass wire here? Do I care where this is going? No, this could be hooked up to the same wire. So what we'll do is we're actually just going to bridge this here. And I'm going to deconstruct this wire. That'll give some more refined metal as well. So that wire is going to be for the thermal aqua tuner. Because we want to harvest all the excess power from this aluminium volcano. That's absolutely the objective here as well. So that's just going to go across like this. And then, presumably, just through here. Which I think will be fine. Need to get someone to dump some more naphtha in here again. I think you just put all the naphtha in here, right? It's usually where it goes if I don't tell you to put it somewhere. Okay, and then the steam turbine wires. So I think what we're going to do is probably just 1, 2, 3. To make it nice and simple. And then we'll open this up with some naphtha somewhere later. And then these can plug in here. And then that could go like that. And then this could go like this. And that's all good. Oh, I need to increase the throughput on these meters as well. Now that it's geotuned. So we need to double these numbers. So... that should help us get more metal out of these faster. You need to be set back to the iron, though, now. So just iron. Here, please. Start moving that around again. Now we've got steam in here. That should help increase the temperature as well, right? We're going to have to fix the liquids in that one. Yeah. I don't think any of this is going to cause any issues. I think the main thing is we probably need to build a ladder here just to actually access this wire. So just build that ladder there, that's fine. Oh, that's fine. It would be too easy, honestly, if we didn't make mistakes. Let's go close the blind. We also, actually, have enough time to fix all this stuff tonight. I didn't stay up. I didn't play too much Overwatch or build a Lego set or whatever. We're fine. Yeah. And then just dig out this abyss light. We don't need this. I need to keep decontaminating this stuff. In fact, actually, how far did we get with this? We got pretty far with it. Let's just dig this bit out. Oh, and I can... Did I actually decontaminate all of this? I think it just got cold enough. I honestly think it just got cold enough that it's not an issue anymore. So let's actually just dig out everything except for these tiles. This one has 2 germs left on it. So... yeah, we can do all of this now. Get rid of all this slime. I always like it when it actually cools down enough that we can do this. Take this. And then we can grab this fossil. Maybe we can do that today as well. That might take some effort. Right, for now, I'm just going to open this up. I don't think the temperature difference is too big. I just want to get this built. And we'll build the naphtha entry in a minute. In fact, actually, deconstruct this one. And then we'll build the tiles here. Like, this gas vent can go. That's fine. Right, let's keep looking at the iron volcano. And the phosphorus is fine. We've still got a little bit up here, but obviously this isn't going anywhere. This hasn't been making more. It just hasn't been going anywhere because we haven't needed it for the errands. Right, iron is coming out. The uranium has melted. This is now overpressure. This is not what we wanted, so... I need to come in here and sweep some of this. I mean, it should at least melt this, right? Are you out of power? The wire melted here. Okay. That's fun. Well, I'm gonna need you to come in here then. That's irritating. And the conductive rail melted as well. And the conveyor rail. Okay, so let's make that out of steel. Oh, wait, this was... oh, yeah, this is supposed to be here. Fun! Yeah, I guess that's what happens when we geotune everything. This is fine. Yeah, this is a little too much uranium in here. I need to get the naphtha off of this tile. Oh, look, we made some sour gas. Look, we did it. We did it. We made the sour gas. We made the sour gas. We did it. Hooray. We won. Yes, exactly. Perfect. Perfecto mundo. Well, at least the sour gas will stay well behaved. I need to deconstruct these so we can get the oxygen out. The sour gas is well behaved, so I can just stay in here. As long as it's not clogging the turbines, it's fine. The main issue is that it's pushing the uranium out of the way. So maybe if I build another heavy watt wire here, it's gonna make gonna push it out of the way with more uranium. Let's actually build the heavy watt wire up here. And I need to get rid of some of this. Cancel this. This is going to be an enormous faff, that iron volcano. The temperature... okay. We're going to have to dig this out again. That's okay. We're getting a mild heat leak over here from leaving this not a liquid lock. So you need to empty this now. And then we need to tile this as well. The aluminium is indeed coming out now. That's good. You still need to actually dig this. Yellow alert, please. And then build the tile here. We finally made the sour gas. Hooray. Genius. Right, well, that's fine. Wait. I thought he just entombed himself. Okay, that's fine. Yep, that's fine. Okay, so... you can get out here, that's fine. So we've reconnected the polluted water. Do I want to inject more water into here? I think I do. If we're gonna spend the rest of the day fixing this stuff, we might as well actually spend the rest of today fixing this stuff. So long as you're not dumping regular water into the coolant line, we'll be fine. Yeah, keep filling the room up with more steam. We've got food poisoning germs in the steam. I don't think I'm gonna last. Now, if I keep dumping it in here forever, we're gonna tile this up again, aren't we? So let's leave that for now. Maybe we just leave this for now. Okay, we've actually got some water here, so this is kind of forming a liquid lock by pure accident. And then remove this one. Oh, I need to enable this one again. Yeah, let's enable this steam turbine now. Yeah, plug that in, please. That one was turned off for ages because we didn't need it when it wasn't geotuned. This one, I believe, we do still need. So now build this tile. So you still need to build this heavy watt wire. So, no, not the volcano. Rowan is about to build the heavy watt wire. Okay, that's good. Got the vacuum here again. That's also good. I think we're kind of close to getting this to work again. Right, okay, so the sour gas is now here. That may actually work. Let's make another bottle of naphtha. Glad I made this. Yeah, that's fine. And then relocate this here onto the volcano. And then I think we're good. The main thing I'm concerned about is this vent, but I think that might be alright. I think we're pretty close to being done with this. Oh, you don't need this anymore. Get rid of this. And disconnect this wire for now, because we'll plug this in to everything over there later. Then I can tell you to come in here and tune this. You're still filling up with aluminium again, that's fine. Okay, so now I need you to empty the naphtha here now. It would have been nice for Frankie to do that, for Ruby to do that instead of Frankie, but I think we'll cope. Ugh. You're still delivering coal in here, that's fine. No, this is good. This is fine. We've ended up with, I think we've ended up being able to fix this. More steam pressure is certainly better. We can keep it. The more we add, the easier it will be to add more liquids over time. So we can do this gradually. We don't have to do this all at once. I think this is fine. Let's see what the naphtha does with this next erupts. I can actually put an automation switch in here to notify me when the volcano is erupting. But I don't think I'm going to bother. This is still running pretty well. I think I'm going to set this to 40 degrees C now. The throughput on this is low enough, we don't need to run this thermal aquatuner all the time. And it's wasting heat. We don't need to heat this up past 250. That's fine. Right, so I guess sweep this up. And then we'll dump that here. No, the summer gases should be fine there, right? I think we just leave that there. That's okay. What's the steam pressure in here? Steam pressure is high, but not too high. I think this is going to get most of the throughput we want out. It's good. Right, so let's actually try a pro gamer move. So let's hook this up, Disconnect this, disconnect this, disconnect this. I did not need to build the wire this big. I should have just plugged it in here. Yeah, remove all of this. Come in here and grab all of that. So now... Oh, now I need to plug it in this end too. Okay. Now the issue is they need to finish off this heavy watt wire. And then this should run properly. And then what I can actually do is I can remove... I can put the wire here, disconnect the battery, and then I can put a kiln in here as well if I feel like it, but I probably don't feel like putting a kiln in here. So now we'll just let them get on with all of that, and then all of this stuff down here, make that priority 8. Dig all of this stuff as well. And put the ladder here. Why do I keep setting it to priority 9 by default? It's so tempting, but I don't need to. Make this priority 8 as well, because there's more refined metal we could do with. Conveyor rail melted. That's not a good sign. I think the sour gas may be too conductive. Okay, we made a lot of sour gas. We should not have any sour gas in here. That is just a recipe for disaster. Battery low on the headphones. I may have to swap the headphones out in a minute. Yeah, the sour gas is a disaster. It's melting all the steel. Yeah, that's the issue. If we have it as a gas, the gas isn't conductive enough with the liquid, so it just fails. I mean, we did still get the iron out, so that's not a complete failure, but we're gonna have to dump some more naphtha in there. And if I think if we dump the naphtha on top of the sour gas, it should get rid of it. Or maybe just convince the sour gas to go over here. Steam is still getting up to temperature, so that's fine. So, open the uranium. The naphtha, that's not a lot of naphtha. Put that here. Oh god. It's fine. Don't panic. Right, so we've seasoned the surf and turf. It has the brawny spice and the freshness spice. So this is confirming that both spices work. So obviously, with it being refrigerated and with the fresh spice, it's all 100% freshness. And it seems to have spammed a load of icons. They're all technically different for some reason. We don't know why. Different stages of freshness. Yeah, you can apply multiple spices, apparently. Do we want to? I don't think we do. We were just experimenting with this. I don't think we're actually going to spice any of the foods. Maybe we spice the surf and turf with the brawny spice. But I don't think we spice anything with the freshness spice. Yeah, we'll just do that. Oh, Lord Fart Squad likes it. That's good. Yeah, we tested that out as well because I felt like it today. So let's see. Naphtha, empty this. Empty this. 29 this. Yeah, how do we get the sour gas out at this point? I think we can speed to it now. Cycle 324. That's fine. We've actually got plenty of time tonight, so I can relax. Vents and tuned again. Oh yeah, we've just been yeeting polluted water in here the whole time, haven't we? No, we haven't. We actually were a bit restrained. Dig that up, though, please. You still should be grabbing this from the volcano. Oh, wait. I need you to dig the tile. Oh, whatever. You have to build it there. That's fair enough. I have two openings. One down here and one up here. And I'm going to close this one up here. Well, I don't know. Dupe shouldn't be running past this way too often anyways. Wait, actually, look at this. We got a load of negative decor leaking onto the gym. Oh, I think we'll be fine. We've got to have some access. I guess what I'll do is I'll put a manual airlock here. And then they won't get it most of the time. In fact, that is what I could do. If I just put manual airlocks here, then they shouldn't get decor bombed running past it most of the time. Right. This is slightly too hot. Definitely a sign that we need more water in here. I don't mind it running a little too hot at the moment. Is this overloading the batteries? No, because we're using this to subsidize all of the hydrogen power. So what this means is we're burning less hydrogen. So I think if we look at the power overlay, it shouldn't say... Oh. What? Well, this clearly isn't right. I think the colony report is bugged. Something's gone wrong with the colony report. We'll just ignore it. I don't know. I'll just ignore it. Right, so now I've got the sour gas in the one tile. So I think I need to make one more naphtha bottle. And then we need to dump it on there. Thankfully, we still have enough naphtha. I think that's the last of it, though. Well, we can make we can boil another temperature plate if need be. I think I've got to put it here. I think technically what I'm supposed to do is remove it from here. But we could do that. We can sweep this. And now we just got the sour gas on this tile. If we open up the naphtha, it should delete the sour gas. The thing is, I'm probably not going to get any shots of anyone doing any geotuning because the errands will trigger at once, and they don't use a lot of phosphorus each time. I'm also going to relocate this here, so that can melt. Oh, poor Camille. Right, if I empty this now, you should do it, right? Oh, okay. Hello, Uglavisk. Hope you're doing well. We've geotuned our volcanoes. We've finally done it. The only issue is we've generated some sour gas and it's not moving. We've generated some sour gas and it's not moving. What do? It's melting all the conveyor rails on here because the gas isn't conducting the gas. It's not conducting the heat away fast enough from the volcano. So now we've got... Now this is actually an issue. So what we could do is if I build a... Hold on. Right, let's try this. If I build a coal temperature plate again, then that should cook into a tile and push it out of the way, right? Hello, Wombat Hole. Yeah, it's quite misbehaved, to be honest. But we've done that. Our phosphorus refiner is working. We've set it to a pretty low flow rate. Like one 20 kilogram packet comes in every 40 seconds. This should be enough refined phosphorus for us, I think. Interesting that this is backed up. Oh, well, it's not that interesting. But yeah, we're refining phosphorus. It's going well. We broke the metal volcano tamers trying to put a bit too much ice in here. We were trying to put some more water in here so we could get the temperature more stable. So we're not wasting as much steam power. But we put in too much at once and then all of this condensed. So I think that's a task that needs to be done gradually over the course of many cycles. We have a load of puff printers in here now. Let's get rid of some puff printers. Get rid of these guys. We've got the Squeaky Pufts hanging out here while we're waiting to build the puff branch. That's the next thing on the list, by the way. We have chlorine in here as well. I believe it should be pumping from the other asteroid. Did we not set this up with George? I think maybe we ran out of power on the pump. Oh. Disable this. I may have just dumped some chlorine out into the asteroid. Well, that's not an emergency. We can get that working another time. Keep putting the fire poles here. I've been getting... Oh, God. I've been getting the dupes to dig out the asteroid as well. It's gone pretty well. We've dug out a large amount of it. This random square of green is irritating me. Right, cold temperature plate. So when this erupts in 0.3 cycles, that should form a tile, block the volcano, and delete the sour gas. That's my understanding of it. So let's speed through it a little bit. I think Fast Track may have broken the colony report, because this data isn't correct. When does it actually fix itself? So it fixes itself right before we installed the mod. Okay. That's very interesting. Of course, while all this has been happening, the tree has been too hot because of meteors. So we haven't been getting any extra nectar. We got 610 kilograms. Ugh. Well, there wasn't too much slime, so we can dig that out and fix that. But the ethanol is actually working. Believe it or not, we're actually cooling everything down enough with the ethanol. Obviously, it's not that power efficient, but it's definitely not an emergency. So we can leave this running for a little bit while we do some other stuff. And this should really just go here, right? This doesn't need to... I'll leave it here, but it doesn't need to go around the bend. You still haven't mastered the ethanol trees? I cannot be bothered. That is my stance at the moment. Right, now it's just Squeaky Pufts and a Pufflet Prince sleeping on the Neutronium. Good. You guys should definitely lay some eggs at some point. Because you want one Puff Prince so that you lay mostly Squeaky Puffed eggs. We do have a proper design for this though. Also, we got 34 poke shells in here and 35 poke shell molds. I think what I need to do is I need to get the auto sweeper in here. I need to build an auto sweeper in here, make it out of gold. Put a loader in here, make it out of gold. And then just dump the poke shell molds. Cycle 325, not bad. Right. Just do this. Plug this all in here. This is fine. And then anything that dumps in there that's not a pinch row can go. We've got 12 pinch row in there at the moment. Yeah, the poke shells are all fine. They're just angry. Good. And this has been working fine without any issues since we fixed the problem with that. Right, you're about to erupt. The uranium has melted. This is all looking correct apart from the friggin' sour gas on the volcano. So speedy up, B. Steam turbines are actually running. That's okay. This should immediately cook the temperature plate, though. I'm imagining. Fairly quickly. We got more sour gas. The sour gas moved! It's not cooperating. Are we forming more sour gas? We're not. Okay, we cooked the tile. It has not solved the problem. Right, I think we can still solve this though. So I think what we do is we just, if we tile this and then remove this, we should be all right. We'll just cover it up for now. It's okay. We'll just cover it up for now. We got time to fix this today. Oh, whoops. Wrong view. But, to be honest, I'm pretty happy just leaving the volcanoes to waste a little bit of steam heat for now. Because I don't want to focus on them all day. I want to move on to some new projects. Right, so now if I remove this tile and rebuild it, it should delete the sour gas. I think. And what's the temperature in this room? I mean, we stopped it from erupting, so I'm not expecting it to be good. Right, this should get... Oh, it's not all going to get pushed out, is it? Perhaps if we make some more naphtha and we push it out over here. How much more naphtha do we have? Oh, we do have a little bit more. Okay, that's fine. So, there we go. Yes, I know the battery's low. I know the battery's low. Right, okay, put this in here. Relocate. It must be like 10%. That's when my headphones say battery's low. So if the audio cuts out suddenly, then you'll know why. And we're just dumping all the phosphorite from the map in here. But we really didn't have to dump that much in. This has been very well behaved. Minimal effort. My question is this filling up faster than we're using it? And the answer is yes. So we could probably delete the... We could probably reduce the throughput on it even further. Right, hold on. Empty this. So if we do that, the sour gas will get pushed into this tile, right? Let's see. Yes. And now if I build this here, it should get deleted. And then I could just dig this. And then we should be fine. And I will be relieved. And in fact, while we're waiting on this, let's actually build a polluted ice temperature plate here so that we can cool this down again. We will set up a cooling loop for that eventually. What's wrong with you? Oh, your soggy feet? That makes sense. Right. Good news, we removed the sour gas. So I'm going to leave that here just in case we have any future issues. Maybe I'll just tile it up here as well. Just so it doesn't look so out of place. Also, that should stop some heat leak from all the steam. Right, so dig this. And then the volcano should be fine. And in fairness, we do have another 41 cycles of output on this, so it should be fine. We want a little bit more naphtha in there. So let's also rebuild the granite temperature plate. This one. Okay, and then naphtha is here. Doing this without the naphtha bottle would be unbelievably annoying. This has been a huge quality of life improvement. And look, we're actually building up excess calories. We've done it. The freezer's working well. We have a lot of seasoned food in here. But we don't need to season the food. That was just an experiment. Okay, temperature plate's built. Conveyor rail is all there. Power wire is disconnected. Okay, so that needs to go... What? Oh, right, yeah. Okay, just build out of steel. I don't care. We have enough steel. We have twice as much refined metal now. That's a good thing. Alright, just empty this. And then we should be finished. And we don't need to seal this back off, because this should be well behaved now. And I will build the occasional ice temperature plate in here. I think if we build them one at a time, then it shouldn't condense everything. Maybe we even just dump the ice in, but I'm not going to worry about it for now. Right, this should all be good now. Okay, so let's see. You're building this now. So you're going to take a while to build that. Let's... Okay, hold on. Let's skill everyone up again. Suits on everyone. Plumbing on everyone else. We don't need plumbing on everyone. It's just at the bottom of the friggin' menu, so that's why I like to look at it. You don't need farming. Why did I give you farming? Okay, that's fine. Everyone needs points of various kinds. We don't need to be super fussy about it. Yeah. I like the general vibe of these skill points. Quantum Zari is getting very skilled. Right, good. Why on earth does Travaldo not have suit training? Okay. Oh, let's give the Primo Garb out to everyone. Yeah, everyone needs Primo Garb. We made 6 of these. So Grey Area gets 1. George gets 1. Mima gets 1. Neo gets 1. I think everyone just gets them in general now. I had some warm coats on a few people, but I don't think we need to bother with that anymore. Let's make a load more status suits. Let's make like 4 more. Okay, I like this. And then this power wire, I think I'm just going to disconnect here now. And the automation I can deconstruct. So this could go here. This can go here. This could get removed. Yeah, everything else could get removed. And then this could get removed. And maybe I will just put another kiln in here. I don't know. Seems like a good spot. I could put one in here too. Not that I think we need that many kilns. But like... It seems like a good spot to shove them, right? I can't think of what else we put in there. Good. And the batteries up here are not overloaded, so this means that we're not using that much hydrogen, but we're still using a little bit of hydrogen. Every now and then. That's what I like to see. I'm going to remove this stuff because it's ugly and it displeases me. I'm going to remove this. This is just an experiment. We could use refined metal elsewhere. Right, and I think what we could do as well is... If I just put a couple of storage bins here, and then I put an auto sweeper here. And this should be a green signal anyway, so I'm going to leave the wire plugged into this. That was correct. That was the correct thing to happen. You should start to cool down. Your nectar is cool enough. You're not full of sand. You're not full of snow. Maybe one more over here is needed. Oh, there's a bit of gas over here now because of the slime. Oh, I think it's all dissipating into space. I think this is fine. One more temperature plate. This is wasting a lot of polluted water, but polluted water is a renewable resource, so I don't mind too much. Okay, so that's fine. Auto sweeper can go here. This is going to plug into this wire. Oh, it's so nice having loads of refined metal now. So we're definitely just making iron and steel here now. I'm fine turning all the iron ore into iron, because we're going to want steel eventually anyways. Save the rest of the metal ore now. Fill these up with phosphorite, and then the conveyor loader could be priority 9, and then that could just deliver it so the dupes aren't doing that all the time. Because I don't want you running back and forth here to do this errand constantly if you don't have to. Just dump all the phosphorite here in bulk and that will be good. So, yeah. That does seem good to me. So this can plug in here as well. We weren't running any of that steam power at all. These... Now, what we could do is we could split that into more wires and actually save more of the steam power that way. But I don't think I'm going to bother. I think we're just going to leave these untuned. And then if a little bit of power is wasted, so be it. But I don't really want to faff around with that too much. You should not be making this out of steel. Okay. I think that's all good. You should definitely be delivering it automatically here now, right? Yeah. Good. And you'll fill this up over time. So, what else do we want to do? Was there something else I was going to do today? I was thinking about this. Oh, let's actually build all the granite here, right? It's still quite cold over here, but there's still a few germs. So let's do this. Get rid of this slime. Pick that up. And then, in terms of the ladders... What can I remove over here? Because we could definitely do the fossil quest today. I think we have actually got time. Not that it's a huge mission, but it's something we can do. So, let's do it. Yeah. Don't do that one. No, that one's fine. And then, germ alert. Dig up these. That's fine. Do I care about the rest of this abyssite? Not really. But we'll mess more with this area later. To be honest, I think I'm planning on putting the Pufts over here. Is there anywhere else that makes sense? It might make more sense to put them here, you know. This is a nice little gap between these two geysers. And the chlorine vent's right here. But the Pufts shouldn't actually take up that much space. I'll think about that more tomorrow. What we do need to do is we need to corner dig this. So what we need to do is we need to dig up these tiles. There's no germs in any of these. Let's make this all priority 9. Alright, let's make this all priority 9. Speak through it. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad we fixed the volcanoes, and that wasn't going to be a massive issue the entire game. We'll just be more careful in future. Yeah, dig these out. Am I going to end up with Paku just in this pool eating seeds? We have got a Paku down here. We got a couple. We probably are going to gradually eat these seeds. Make polluted dirt. Well, most of the seeds are dumping over here, so I think we'll be fine. Oh, wow, look at it. Look at them go. Get it. The zombie spores aren't going to know what hit them. Oh, that's good. Yeah, see? Look, so we're cycle 326. We're one stream behind where we were when the previous sour gas or burst cycle died, and we're so much further ahead. We've got all the dupes. They're all in ammo suits. We've made the refined phosphorus. We've geotuned the volcanoes. And we've done all the other things that we did. Like, we didn't even manage to move all the dupes into the base the last time. This is why we restarted. Yeah, we melted the temperature plate. That's good. So this is now cold enough. That's good. So we'll get more nectar. So we can fill up that loop soon. I can probably do that in a minute too. We can probably do all of these things today. That's good. I was a bit sad that we didn't make as much progress as I'd have liked yesterday, but it went alright. Right, so let's see. We want a planter box here. A planter box here. Let's get a load of Weezeworts in. In fact, don't bother with the ladder here. Remove this. That one can stay. I guess you guys can clamber over here anyways. So long as you don't release the zombie spores, we'll be fine. And we made the sour gas. There we go. So Neo can be happy that we made the sour gas. So what I need to do is I need to actually... Oh, I need to leave this here. I need to put a tile here. And then I need to dig this and remove the zombie spore in a controlled manner. Or release the zombie spores in a controlled manner. And then we need to irradiate all of this. So, speed it up. So, Weezeworts go here. But yeah, Weezeworts are basically your best friend for this. And for Spore Kids in general. And we've got to make sure the Paku don't eat the Spore Kid seed. And the Pips can't replant it, but they should be fine. Okay, and now you can just dig this out. And that shouldn't cause any issues, because the explosion will happen in this contained room. There you go. And now you just need to plant one more wart over here. And let's have a look. So the radiation radius... Well, we'll find out what the radiation radius is fairly soon. Just gotta actually feed these guys the phosphorite. There you go. So, yeah, that covers all the germs. They should die pretty quickly from the radiation. There's a lot of them, but... yeah, we should be fine. So, we could dig these tiles now as well. Dig these tiles. Are there any more bits without germs? This bit is fine. I can actually remove all of this. Let's go ahead and do that. Wait. Who's suffocating? Carrie actually is suffocating. That's not good. You'll be fine. You're just being a drama queen. Yeah, tree is producing nectar. The tree actually produces nectar pretty quickly compared to what my estimations were. Also, did we get any other acorns? Or seeds yet? No. When do we get the seeds again? Is that when they harvest the wood? Is it when they shake off the stuff? Is it when they shake off the snow? Okay, and then we can remove the fossil fragments here as well. That's all good. Yeah, I guess we've ended up leaving the music on all day today. I like leaving the music on though. Yeah, so you could reach around here. If I actually build a ladder here, then you could reach all of this stuff too, I think. Maybe we build a ladder here as well. We're pretty close to being done on this. With 3 Weezeworts, the germs should die pretty quickly, but we'll leave that for a minute. Right, what was the other thing we were going to do? We were going to take the nectar, we were going to swap it out. So what we'll do is we'll put it in a bottle filler again, rather than piping it across the whole map. I should really do this instead of piping random liquids across the map, generally, if they're just for single uses. Because I do still want to swap this out, even though this is behaving now. We want to save the power on that. How's it looking? It's going to take a while, so let's not worry about that too much. You could grab everything that's standard, so not the eggs. Oh, and then you need to actually build a ladder over here. That's fine. Is there just a load of random debris in here too? There's a little bit of random debris, not too much. We'll grab that all out as well. You guys are making a lot of rude noises. Is there anything else we want to automate? I don't think so. We were automating the manual generators. Yeah, those are cut off. We were automating the hydrogen. I don't think there's any other power sources we want to automate at the moment. Yeah. We're playing video games? That's a good sign. More Primo Garb. Keep garbing people up. Got 3 more suits. So, Ada, Ari, and Ashcan. We still need to make a load more. We got 9 snazzy suits now, so let's make 9 Primo Garbs. But this is taking a lot of the reed fiber. We do actually kind of need to start multiplying the Drecos again. Is this? It's a slightly weedy amount of polluted water coming out of that. You're still erupting, that's good. You're dormant, you're full. Yeah, we're really not managing to burn this much oxygen. We have many, many tons of oxygen here from the water geysers, but we really don't want anything else from this, so I think that's fine. Right, germs are about half strength. That's fine. George, don't suffocate. Okay, you've stored up a large amount of snow there now. I think you're gradually trying to grab the snow from over here as well. Oh wow, you're trying to grab the phosphorite from out here? I forgot we get phosphorite from these meteors. It's kind of weird. I think you probably shouldn't bother. What's overloading the circuit? Oh, this one's overloading. Why? What? Oh, this must be plugged into a battery somewhere. But where? Ooh, that's gonna annoy me. Where's the battery? Because it shouldn't be getting... Let's have a look. Will it say down here where the battery is? Oh god, imagine if you could sort this list. Okay, there are jumbo batteries. Game, if you're telling me there's jumbo batteries, you need to tell me where they actually are. Oh, it's all these ones. It's all the plug slugs. Oh, okay. Right then. Plug slugs should definitely get hooked up to their own line. Well, the plug slugs should get hooked up somewhere where they're out of the way, right? Because I don't want these batteries just hanging out here. I could make these smart batteries. Oh, we're still running the metal refinery off the coal. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's change this up. Let's actually just run the metal refinery off the plug slugs, because I don't think we should be running any more coal power, right? Or let's just hook up the plug slugs and let's just hook up the plug slugs to the coal power. So this could go down here. We'll keep this little bodge for now, and then remove this and cut this. And I think we could do the same over here. We could just plug the... Yeah, we can make this conductive wire. Let's do this. Plug the rad bolt generator into this. Move into the main power line. We'll do that at some point, but it's a fairly low priority. We'll do that later. But now this will do. Also, I could totally just remove this bit. This could definitely get out of there. So remove that. This wire bridge will need to get replaced. But yeah, we definitely shouldn't need to move the... I guess we keep the coal here for now. It shouldn't generally need to run. We should be fine off of slug power, right? Right, speedy up. I also need to deconstruct the bit over there so we can get in again. That's going to be irritating. What's the easiest way for us to do this without leaking a lot of hydrogen? Probably just remove this Wheezewort. Just for now. Room is too hot again. How are the mealwoods doing as well? Yeah, they're keeping cooler with the thermoregulator, that's fine. I think eventually we should actually hook that up to a coolant line, but we'll need a lot more nectar for that first. Yeah, so you should be able to replace all of this for now. So, priority 9, this. Oh, who am I kidding? Of course it's already priority 9. Copper? I'll take copper, that's fine. We have pips already. We have 2 pips. Ah, the clothes. The clothes are being stretched. We're doing alright. Okay, give me clothes. Marie gets a suit. Red alert is the new priority 9. I know, right? We've been really tweaking out, haven't we? I'm glad that with these ladders here, we can just remove the Wheezewort when we need to do occasional mods like this. But we should need to do too much of this. Oh, those are Bliss Burst seeds. Oh yeah, because we have the seeds in here. That's fine. Meat. Meat for the meat gods. Oh, the Drekos are too hot now? Do I want to lower the temperature again? You're fine, Frankie. I could lower the temperature again. It's a little bit irksome, but it's not the end of the world. I just want to make sure the Drekos aren't getting hot, because we need them. Okay, there we go. You should actually be getting phosphorite as well, unless the dupe has decided to do this. Yes, Carrie actually has decided to do this because they're actually bored. Fair enough. I think we determined we didn't actually need anything in this loader. I never set this to making Brecking. We can make some phyto oil. Hold on. We've got slime, right? And we've got pufts as well, so we can make phyto oil now. Phyto oil can be turned into algae. You can freeze phyto oil. That doesn't really do anything. that's fine. I don't think we need phyto oil for anything. At the moment. Maybe later. We could keep making brackine again. Yeah, let's make brackine again. We've still got a large amount of it. Because they haven't been using the water cooler too much. Oh. Wait. That's because we haven't had it hooked up to the bottle emptier. Right. Cancel this. Hook this up. We'll start feeding people with brackine again. There you go. Oh, I forget that it comes out in the little milk cartons with the gassy moo on them. That's hilarious. You guys don't even know what gassy moos are. You guys are faking it. Right. Well, as annoying as it is that you're still suffocating, let me just let you crack on. Wait, why are you still too hot now? Oh, there's polluted air. Oh, the slime is off-gassing here. The polluted air is hanging around here. Okay, that makes sense. So we need to get slime out of this room. That's irritating. So anything that off-gasses has to leave the room. Okay. And it's all because we couldn't have these be exposed to space. That would have been too easy. But surely we have a bit more nectar now, right? Not really, but there's enough that we could probably do something with it. So let's think about what we're going to do here. So what we need to do is we actually need... We need to do a swap. So if I put a bottle drainer here, what I could do is... Hold on. Okay, let's think about this. Okay, bottle drainer here, liquid bridge here. Pipe goes here. So we dump nectar into the gaps. And then what we do is we... Maybe we put a sensor somewhere, and if it detects ethanol, then we move it out of the way. Maybe here. Like a vent. We could just vent the ethanol. That's probably fine. Wait. How hot is it down here? Not that hot. We could dump the ethanol in there. We shouldn't be dumping a lot of it in there, so we should just be able to sweep it up. I'm really happy with this now. We have a lot of refined metal coming in. I mean, it's all iron and aluminium up here, but we're basically able to build what we want now. So, nectar gets dumped in here, enable auto bottle. And then, if you detect ethanol here, then dump it with a liquid vent. And looks like the fossil has been disarmed, so wait. Wait. We're still good, okay. Right, dig this up. Actually, you know what? Just dig that one, and then we'll come analyze this one. And then we're done with the fossil. Look, like, we've done a lot today. We've done all the fossil stuff, because we dug them all up. We set up the phosphorus refiner. That's worked perfectly. I mean, there's a little bit of water here. It's not exactly amazing, but I don't think it's the end of the world. We got a heat leak here or something? I think this is fine. Let's see. Maybe just remove this pipe. You're working on your own sour gas boiler at the moment. Fair enough. I think it's just cooling down from the preheating and it's not exchanging a lot of temperature because there's no temp shift plate here. I'm not going to worry about that. But we did that. We've geotuned the volcanoes. We put a bit more water in them. We kind of broke them, but we fixed them again. So now we're geotuning the volcanoes, and that's working well. For more steam power. Geotuners are all set up over here. And what else is going on? We've done the same for the aluminium volcano. The automation wire is turning them on and off because of temperature stuff, but that's actually fine. That's what we wanted. I think this is working pretty well because they're deactivating right as the volcano is about to erupt. We're putting some kilns in here as well, now that we don't need the batteries. So any clay we get, we should turn into ceramic. We've dug up a lot of clay now. So I'm fine for the dupes to come in here and just manually deliver the clay for a bit. Maybe we'll automate that eventually with these rooms. Maybe not. And then, yeah, that's basically it. We got a fair bit of nectar from the tree. The tree is not being overly cooperative for a variety of reasons. I think we will have to set up a general cooling loop for the transformers. And we'll run it past the trees as well, so we can keep getting more nectar more reliably. But we only need a little bit. Right, Barney, do it! Do it, Barney! I know this isn't going to be the thumbnail, but we're going to line it up anyways. What is the thumbnail going to be? We've done a lot today. The final piece of the puzzle. Ding dong. Fossil data decoded, and story tray complete! My duplicates have meticulously reassembled as much of the giant creature's remains as they could find. Activate the fossil quarry. Big splash bosh. So now we can turn diamond into fossil. We have 700 kilograms of diamond from digging up the actual fossil POIs. There's no other diamond on the map, so we're not going to waste it on this. But that is something we could do if we wanted. The stuck sour gas, yep. Yep, we generated some sour gas in the iron volcano, and that broke a lot of things. But we fixed that, we deleted the sour gas. So all is right with the world. We could definitely take the collar and put it in here, though. The critter collar. Molly. There you go, George could have that one. Ooh. Plants are still too cold. That's fine, I'm going to keep planting them in here anyways. So yeah, what we could do is... So at the moment I've just been dumping random stuff out here. I was kind of thinking of putting a steam turbine and a thermal aquatuner for just the general base loop over here. With the poke shells. You know, with all this insulated wall. Probably not the worst idea in the world. Because we need to cool down the transformers, and we need to regulate temperature of the base. Because the base temperature is cold. The dupes are unrested in their beds, as we know. It's not the end of the world. It is something we could do. I'm not overly fussed. I'm more fussed about doing stuff that actually progresses the industry, which we have done. And we'll see if we're running out of refined metal. If we are, then we'll prioritize coming back here and setting up more stuff with the metal volcanoes. All the water is actually drifted down here because it all boiled and condensed down here. That's hilarious. It's hardly even cooled down the iron, actually. That's a problem. So we'll probably come back here and do some stuff at some point, but like, it's not a huge priority. The only thing I do need to do is actually get this chlorine... I need to get this set up. We need to have someone habitating this asteroid to actually pump chlorine back at the moment. But we'll worry about that another time. But yeah, so I'm thinking of putting the puffs here. And now that we've actually disassembled most of this, I think I could dig this out. We can demolish this. I'll dig out this stuff. We'll leave everything else. Oh. Hold on. No. Leave that there. And then, yeah, uproot the wheezeworts. But don't let the Pacu eat the wheezewort seeds. But yeah, I think we're actually done now. We've done a lot today. I think what we're gonna do. I could have a repeat thumbnail. That would be a bit mean, having a repeat thumbnail. I don't know. At least it's actually working now. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to catch it with doing a geotuning errand, because this doesn't actually need to happen very often. And I didn't really want to get a thumbnail of the spice grinder, because we're not really planning on using that a lot. Not going to be the tree. Oh. Well, you can demolish this from here, that's fine. I could just have the aluminium volcano again. I do like the aluminium volcano. I don't want to show the same machine on the thumbnail twice. So yeah, we'll wait until someone comes over here and loads up the kiln, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, let's speed to it. Someone's definitely gonna come and do this, right? Let's make this Friday 9. But yeah, I think literally, especially now that we've got the freezers working properly, the food is the next thing on the menu. And we can get Pufts going for a little bit of food and a little bit of Bleach Stone. Because A, the Bleach Stone is going to help us look after the water weeds a bit better. I know we've just dug up most of the maps. We've currently got 10.3 tons of Bleach Stone. But getting renewable Bleach Stone would be nice. And I want to see if we can geotune the saltwater vents, because I think that would make sense too. But again, that doesn't really feel super necessary at the moment. But we don't do puff branching very often, so we'll definitely do the puff branching on Friday. Or at least get it started. Yeah. I like the kilns. I like the kilns and the bagpipes. But yeah, we're done. Let's save it. We've done everything we wanted to do today. Oh! Oh, wait, I forgot. The freezer. We could fit the freezer in. We can fit the freezer in. We need to set this to ethanol. We need to dump all the ethanol out here. We've actually loaded in a little bit of nectar. Oh, this is wrong. Oh, we need another bridge on here. That's what we need. The loop needs to go here. So what I need to actually do is something like this. And then have the insulated pipe go over here and then down here. Right, let's do this very quickly. I realize this is going to just dump all of the ethanol out of the loop entirely. Okay, let's get this fixed very quickly. Sorry, I know I just completely baited all of you guys, but like, I don't really want to be thinking about this tomorrow, and I think the setup is correct. So we'll just confirm that. But you need to dump all the nectar in here. And yes, I should really be dumping the ethanol back into an actual tank, but we'll just sweep it up from here later. Also, maybe that's how we get some oak shells. Just saying. Oops are idle now. Okay, okay. Let's build this first, and then we'll get people on stuff. Right, we're filling this with nectar now. The nectar's cold. This should get cold enough. Let's just very quickly do all of this. I will never get bored of that sound. Do all of this, dig all of this. We'll worry about the details on Friday. Yeah, that should be more power efficient. I'm surprised my phone hasn't run out of... My headphones haven't run out of power yet. Right, let's go to the end of the day. Let's go to the end of the day, get the nectar in here. Frankie is on the move. Frankie's down here. Nope, it's Marie. Interesting. Oh, there's the nectar. Okay, that's fine. I don't think this is going to be completely full, but we should be able to keep filling this up. And we should end up with enough nectar in here that this will work well. I feel like speed 3 isn't as fast as it used to be. Yeah. Keep filling this up. 20 segments at a time. The food is now refrigerated. That's not good. Has this actually been heating up in here? Well, this is 1 degree, apparently. Well, food is still being eaten. Nothing's been rotting in the freezer. I mean, it's going to take some time to cool all of this down. It's going to take some time to fill up the entire loop, because I think it's slightly more than 65 tiles, to be real. And let's set this to, like, 100 kilograms. The tree is growing again. That's fine. This will sort itself out. We'll come back to it on Friday. We'll start setting up the Pufts. But that will sort itself out while we're doing the Pufts. Okay, I think we're there. I think we're done. So, thanks so much for hanging out, everyone. It's been nice, as usual. We've done a lot of stuff today. We did all the things I was promising to do yesterday. We got wound up about, so that's all good. We will upload all of this to YouTube as usual. All the VODs go on YouTube. We stream weekdays, 7:30 to 10:30-ish. And there's a Discord where all the fun people hang out. And we post about Oxygen Not Included. I will be starting a playthrough on the Prehistoric Pack DLC as soon as it comes out of beta. And then we'll come back to Sour Gas or Bust. But I just want to make a decent amount of progress before the DLC comes out. So don't be surprised if the YouTube videos go on the back burner a little bit. But yeah, right. What is the sitch? Who are we going to go raid? Thanks for hanging out, Carmike. Carmike or Charmich, whichever you prefer. Dr. Spectre is playing Balatro. I don't really want to go raid them. Oh yeah, Monster Train 2 is out. I want to play Monster Train 2. Don't be surprised if we see us playing Monster Train 2 at some point. I'm gonna go raid Echo Ridge. No, I'm gonna go raid Willow. Let's go see Willow again. They're playing Vintage Story. I should really be raiding someone else who's playing Oni, but like, oh whatever. It's late. I need to get going. Say hi to Willow. You guys all know Willow, surely. See you later. Bye.